Watching him right now.
Yeah, exactly. See? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, well, I'm Jelly. I also speedrun sometimes, just never RPG, so I would normally never get on this channel. But so thanks, Lon.
You're welcome. But yeah, we're just going to be doing CBEC, which is basically the main category in this game. We're just going to get straight into it and then we can start yapping about the game. So time starts when I confirm my difficulty, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go. So
Let's go.
now that I've confirmed my difficulty, we've now started the game. So, what is Persona 1 PSP? Jelly, do you know what Persona 1 PSP is?
PSP? No. Not even the regular one. But...
Okay. So, Persona 1. As you might be able to imagine, there was this little series that was made, you probably have heard of it, called Persona 5. This is the first one. This is a dungeon crawler that's very much inspired by like the older Shin Megami Tensei games. It's if you look at this and think, wow, this doesn't look like Persona 5 at all, you'd be right, because it is very much not. This is definitely more like what would be at the time? It'd probably be If is probably, or like the Devil Summoner games is probably the closest you'd get to something like this. But with more Persona and less Devil Summoner.
Just more Persona.
Yeah,
in the Persona game.
Basically, yeah. We've got like 5 minutes of unskippable, well, 5-10 minutes of unskippable dialogue, so we're gonna get a lot of stuff out of the way first, while we're here. So this is this version in particular is a remake of the PS1 original, the very famous PS1 original. This one does not feature the glorious localization that the PS1 is. This has a more faithful localization compared to the PS1 original, or the American PS1 version, and it's just sort of a bit updated to the 2009 standards, basically. So the game's starting. There's honestly not much we can do right now. They're just trying to set up the plot, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so what's the plot?
What is the plot? Well, these kids are playing like a folk tale game called Persona. That's it. The credits roll now, right? We can all go home. 4 hours ahead of schedule. Let's go.
So this run is just us watching them play Persona.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What more do you need?
Oh, that's a great face.
Yeah, the YouTube videos love using that specific frame of Nanjo's face as a thumbnail. It's great. So they played Persona, and now this little like girl showed up, and everything's getting kind of weird. Which is very weird, shall we say? And now we've been given the power of Persona, basically. There's more like intricacies to the story. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have not played this game casually in like 4 years. So I only remember the tidbits of the story. So we're gonna try and go over those little tidbits that I remember. So we got zapped by lightning. Now we wake up in like a weird place, and we're gonna meet Philemon. He is he's cool. He's got a butterfly for a face.
Yo.
Welcome. It's a pleasure.
And he's gonna ask us what our name is. Now, what is our name? I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
And now, a simple
My name is Protagonist.
It is Protagonist. It is John Persona. No, our name. Unfortunately, he has been very busy today, so is not able to be here to participate. But he's gonna be here in spirit. Fuck. I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to spell. Hold on.
Welcome to the Shin Megami Tensei Marathon.
Yep. Yeah. Wait, it's all Scion? It always has been. Yeah, so, you know, Sion was supposed to be here helping commentate, but he's been very busy, kind of tired, so he's just gonna take it easy.
It seems
Look, it's him in the chat. Wave at him and say hi.
Tell me this.
I am waving.
Aware of
I
the
hope
Let
you
me
are.
actually type it.
selves you harbor within you. Self-suffused
Yeah, look.
divine love,
Wave at the Sion. He's the protagonist.
of demonic cruelty.
Don't forget to
Sion's gonna
save.
carry
Yeah.
By wearing different masks. Your current self may be only one of those innumerable masks.
What's that, Tim?
You, though,
Yeah, everyone's here to wave at
have a
Sion.
very firm grip on your identity.
Yeah, so Philemon's giving us the power of Persona, basically.
In return, I
Um,
grant this power. Persona.
and this bit's gonna become relevant in
It
just a
is the
moment.
power to summon the selves within
Just a
you,
little bit.
the gods and the demons you harbor.
Wow.
Wow.
The
Crazy,
time
right?
is soon when you will need this
So
power.
this is where metaphor came from?
You
Yes.
must return to your proper time
Yes!
and place.
You know what they say, all roads to metaphor start from here. Yeah, so Jelly, he's here as the the metaphor guy. He was originally here as the pinball guy, but he's moved into his metaphor phase now, so he's the metaphor guy.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while until I beat it.
I've still yet to play metaphor, unfortunately.
Nutty.
I know. So we wake up. We got zapped by lightning again. So we woke up, and now we're gonna go to the hospital because our teacher wants us to get checked out because, you know, we got zapped by lightning. That's kind of weird, right? Now this bit is kind of very important, not for the lore. I'm sure it is vaguely related to the lore, but for the game, or for the speedrun, very important. We have to do a very complicated RNG manip. Well, I say very complicated. It's very particular. And hopefully we get it first try. I was doing practice over the last couple of days, and only got it a small handful of times, and I have no idea why. Like, I do the same things every single time, and it just doesn't work. So hopefully it does. If it does, we're gaming. If not, I have plenty of practice saves that we will rely on. It also will also make sense why I called my character Sion. Because those are what the practice saves used. So it's for consistency.
Sion.
Yeah. So we've made it to the hospital. We're gonna go and speak to our friend Maki, who has she's very important to the story. She's bedridden. She's been hospitalized for like the last year, and we've decided to come and visit her. You know, while we're here, you know, say hi because she gets all very lonely and such. And then things start to happen. Weird things start to happen. But first of all, she gets really sick, so they have to like cart her off to the ER, and now we've got another cutscene.
The face again.
Yep, the faces. The FMV cutscenes they're new in this version compared to the original. The original just uses like characters standing in the 3D environment. It's very weird.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that's what they use. They don't. There are some FMV cutscenes, but it's pretty much all the Philemon stuff. Only the Philemon stuff that's FMV cutscenes in the original. They are. If you haven't seen the PS1 FMVs, you should look them up. They are peak PS1.
Oh no.
Especially if you look at the original. Oh, by the way, the ICU's gone now.
No, I was positive that was the ICU a moment ago.
There was a door there. It is now gone.
I mean, it still says ICU.
From downstairs.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The ICU is still there. There's just a wall in the way. And now there's zombies. Crazy.
Excellent.
As you do, you know. So this is our quote-unquote tutorial fight. Or this is the awakening fight. If you've played Persona 5, this is, you know, when the characters awaken to their power. Now, this game is different from modern Persona games. Everyone has a Persona, basically.
Oh.
Compared to Persona 5, in which it's just you and the gang. Basically, everyone has one in this game. This game does use it does take a slight sort of difference between the later games. It's something we'll kind of maybe discuss a little bit later. It's not particularly relevant now. So we you know, fight the zombies, everyone's awoken to their power. And now we get to the hard part of the run. I say hard part of the run. We just have to hope the manip works. So hopefully it does. If not, again, I've got practice saves, so we'll just pretend like it worked, right?
Surely they'll work.
Surely. So this is the real tutorial fight. This fight genuinely is just they die really easily, and that's it.
Hammer time. And it's over.
And it's over. Okay, so I'm gonna hope that we get it right. So I'm gonna like try and focus for a moment. I'll let you guys just appreciate the battle music. We're gonna be hearing this for the next like 3.5-4 hours.
Yeah.
So I hope you can appreciate it.
At least it's good.
It did not work. Okay, so what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to get an encounter there, and we didn't, unfortunately. Which means the manip doesn't work. Now, unfortunately, the manip is very important, because it gives us the exact amounts it gives us perfect XP, and basically sets us up for the entire game. So the fact that it didn't work is slightly unfortunate. But we have save files, so we'll just pretend that it's all working. But this this is like basically mandatory to get this done in like an actual real run. But like, you know, for the sake of entertainment, I'm not gonna let you sit here. And I'm not just gonna reset and have us sit here for another 15 minutes so I do this again. So. Unless you guys want me to, you know?
I can hear Sion furiously shaking his head now.
I mean, he probably wouldn't mind, right? Because then it's, you know, we don't worry about getting close to estimate, right? Or going super underestimate. But no, I'd probably just get it wrong again. I have no idea. Like, as I said, this setup is super finicky for some reason. But at the same time, it's also not super finicky. I was doing I've run this. God, it's been like 3 months now since BSG Annual. I ran this game, and I was not having difficulties with the setup. So I have no idea what happened between now and then. I think I just got washed up.
It's over.
It's over, yeah. So unfortunately, because of that, we kind of have to do some slightly suboptimal fights. But actually, the fights haven't been too bad, so we're going to get out of the thing fairly quickly, so it's not going to be too bad.
I didn't know the Pixies here had 3 clothes instead of the newer games.
They do. Yeah, like there's a lot of the demons or personas that you would see in later games. A lot of them are here, but they have radically different designs compared to their newer versions. Some of them, I believe, I think a lot of them actually use unique designs that are basically only seen in this game.
Oh, wow.
I think so. I know some of the personas are basically unique designs I've never been used. But like a lot of the demons you'll recognize, especially when we're going to come across fairly soon. So imagine the manip worked. Wow! Crazy, we got it working! Yo, so cool!
First try.
First try, yeah, let's go. We're gonna help that lady because she's trapped under a vending machine. An Atlas beside the Atlas branded vending machine. And then we're gonna get our last party member, because we can have 5 party members at one time. And turns out she's got a Persona too. As I said, everyone's got one.
Nice.
So basically, what the idea we want to do there is we get basically all the fusion material we need to set us up for the entire game for the most part. Which you think, like, wow, we're only in like the first quote-unquote dungeon, we've already got all the materials. Yeah, we do very little actual fusing here. we basically set ourselves up in the first 30-45 minutes, and then the game's basically ready to go from there. So now that we've escaped the hospital, we're gonna go to Joy Street, the shopping center. I'm gonna save the game. We're gonna pretend I saved the game, guys, and then I'm gonna reset the game. If I was yeah, we're gonna reset the game, because resetting the
Just
game
like
here is
Pandora.
very important. Yeah, just like you could in Metaphor, you can reset the game.
Yeah.
Can you do that in pinball though?
Yeah. Can I do the what?
Can you do it in pinball?
Reset if you die quickly.
Yeah, so we're gonna load our save file. And now we're gonna do, this is, I guess, technically part 2 of the minute. Where we're gonna get a specific encounter. And this specific encounter is going to give us these 3 Jack Frosts, as you see here. We're gonna do this fight in a specific order. And it is gonna be also manipped in such a way that we're guaranteed an item.
Nice.
And this item is also very important. So we're gonna purge the Jack Frosts. They're critical to what we need to do for our work.
It's okay, chat. I have a Jack Frost with me in real life.
He does, so don't worry about it. So, as you saw, or you might have seen, the Jack Frost dropped us a Mabufu Stone, and that Mabufu Stone is, like, the most important item in the game. Oh my... We're gonna save the game again. I think I'm on the right moon phase for that. If not, it's fine, I have a second save file, we'll just use that. So I'm gonna save the game, we're gonna reset the game again, because we're gonna do a 3rd minute. Yeah, basically the beginning of this game is all just manips. But this is all, again, just to set us up. This gives us the second to last piece of fusion material that we need for the rest of the game. And hopefully I don't have to mess around with it too much, because I did do it slightly differently than what I usually do, but I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna matter. It did not. So we got this zombie girl encounter. This is the one we want. I suppose because we weren't able to properly show off the manip, I do also, I guess, need to take some time to explain what exactly it is I'm doing with these encounters. So in this game, you can, like a classic SMT, or just SMT in general, you can negotiate with the demons, and by, you know, speaking to them in the right way, they can give you their card. And the card is what you use for fusion material to create personas.
Oh.
It's not too different in spirit from how the later games do it, where like you grab Persona 1, you grab Persona 2, and you just slam them together, and now you've got a new one. It's basically the same thing.
As you have seen for yourselves,
We go and meet
events
Philemon
are
again.
moving in an
He's gonna
unexpected
yap some
direction.
more.
Only those
Love
with a strong
Lemon.
will are capable of stopping the flow that has gone awry.
God, I need a drink.
Here on,
I've already
number of
already
paths
spoke
will
too much.
present
It's only been like 20 minutes.
Down each of
Yeah,
them,
I have my
you will
water bottle
witness
with
the
me.
karma of those you meet.
Yeah.
But whatever path you choose,
See, I saved my voice. I've been
know that the
working.
choice was yours.
I've been working all day, and then
Oh,
I came
God.
back. Like I worked 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. today, and then I came home and had to do this. So I was saving my voice, you see, because I barely talked while I was at work today. I was the one guy in the back corner, no one paying attention.
Oh, he's so antisocial today.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna meet. This is Maki's mom. She's the lady that's on the ground. She works for a company called Seebeck. You might remember. You might notice. Hey, Seebeck. That sounds like the category name. That's because it's very much linked. They are basically big giant evil corporation. That's the gist of it. So she used to work there, and then they were doing like illegal / unethical experiments kind of things, and she didn't like that, and they didn't like the fact that she didn't like that.
Should have made a joke earlier.
Do you
When
want
the
to make the
first
joke
zombies came out, I was gonna say, oh, this is kind of like a Resident Evil spin-off.
now? Yeah, Resident Evil, right?
Now we got Umbrella Corp.
I mean, Seebeck is basically Umbrella Corp with less zombies and more demons, both doing illegal, unethical experiments. So this bit is basically where the two paths diverge. There's two main stories you can do in this game. There's Seebeck, the one we're doing here, and then there's Snow Queen Quest. After the hospital, when you come back here, is basically when you can determine which one you want to do. But obviously we're doing Seebeck, so we're just gonna do that. And you might notice Maki's here. Remember, she was the girl in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
But she's here now.
I'm glad she got cured.
I know. She got cured so quickly after we dealt with a couple of zombies, you know? It's crazy, the power of modern medicine. And would you believe it? She also has a persona. Would you believe that?
Whoa.
Crazy, right?
What are the odds?
I know, right? Unbelievable.
Oh, well,
Oh yeah, Seebeck would never do anything evil. They would never do such a thing. They're very consumer oriented, you know?
there's a reason they became a megacorps, because they were trustworthy.
Exactly. They're trustworthy and they think about the people.
Yeah.
So now we've got Maki in our team. We have to go to the police station because it turns out our friend Mark and Nanjo from earlier, or Mark got arrested, and Nanjo went to go and try and rescue him. So now we have to go and rescue him.
It's a very eventful intro.
Oh yeah, a lot happens in this game. This is only the beginning. So we're gonna head to the police station. We did a little bit of shopping there. We buy an emergency exit. Emergency exits in this game are basically just what are they? Triesto? I think it's just, yeah, Triesto. That's the spell. That lets you warp to the front of a dungeon. We're gonna need that because the game does not do it for us, and we would rather not walk back to the beginning of the dungeons. So we buy one for here because we don't have much money, as you saw. We could only afford one, so we have to be slightly economical with our emergency exits, at least for just now. So we have to find a key to open the prison at the police station. It's just in the corner. I don't know why they didn't think to check the corner, but you know, they didn't. So here we also need to get one more encounter, and we quite literally got it first try.
Nice.
We need to recruit this Yuko back here. This encounter can usually be a pain in the ass to spawn for no particular reason, but we got it first try. That's part of the manip, 100% totally. I hope you'd believe me if I told you that. Would you believe me if I told you that, Joey?
Sure.
Sure.
I always believe you.
Exactly. I would never lie to you.
Never.
This is all perfectly coordinated. 100%.
I can't believe I'm looking at this at all these odds.
I know, right? I swear it's not tasked. I would love to consider trying to task this game, but tasking PSP games just seems like a lot of effort. I don't know if I have the patience for that. Especially,
Yeah, it's-
especially PSP games with RNG in them, right?
Oh god.
Like, it's bad enough having to, like, deal with the PSP game, but PSP game with RNG? Because, like, theoretically, so how the RNG basically works in this game, when you reset the game and load a save file, it has a set seed that is basically set from boot up. And depending on where you are, the moon phase, what actions you take, there's a lot that affects the RNG value in this game. So theoretically, we could manip the entire game from start to finish. I don't want to.
I mean, I don't even run RPGs, so.
I mean, maybe you're the right guy for the job.
Mhm.
But here we're gonna get to our final actual real party member. Is gonna stay in the game. His name's Brown. He's the guy in the back with a stick. He's gonna join our party as our 5th party member. There's, what, 4 recruitable party members in this game, but this is the first one, so we just pick this one because it's the fastest one, because he's already here. He comes up occasionally for demon negotiations, so he can be useful, but it's just a matter of convenience. And we also get a free one. Sorry, you were saying something?
Oh, I was just saying right place, right time.
Yeah. Fair. I should also probably explain, you've probably seen that I'm basically just dumped all of my points into agility every time I've leveled up. Agility is busted in this game. You might have seen it in SMT1, or any of the other previous games. I'm admittedly not entirely sure. But I know in SMT1, agility or speed in that game is busted. It's the same in here. Agility basically affects your evasion, it affects your the turn order. And
yeah,
so
I can see that.
here in this game it's pretty busted. Now that we've gone into the police station, we're gonna do some Persona fusions. But first I have to do some selling. That is, I think, the wrong... No, this is the right store. So, we're gonna do a little bit of shopping first. Our team has equipment on it, but equipment is useless, so we're just gonna take them all off.
Nice.
Because we need money. Yeah, exactly. It's free money. And then we're gonna do some fusion summoning. I hope you're ready for the battle theme again, because you're gonna be hearing it for a little bit. Jelly already knows, because he was here for annual. So we buy 6 of them. 12 of these, and as much as I can carry. Then I don't know what moon phase we're on. We're on 3-8. We need to get to full moon, so I'm a little early. So we're just gonna sit in front of the Velvet Room. So new moon. Now we're gonna go and do some fusions. Guided fusion. We're gonna make a Pixie with a poltergeist slime. We're gonna give it the Mabufu stone that you might remember we got earlier. And basically how this works is, if you can give them items, and the item you give will actually influence how it's fused. So it maybe gains a skill, or maybe gets a boost in certain stats. Some of them are also actually required for certain fusions to be done. There's a lot, but here we're just giving it the Mabufu stone, which will teach the Pixie we've just made Mabufu. And now we're now we're gonna be chilling for a little bit. Not here while everyone's panicked though. I don't like that. I actually don't like that at all. Hello, can I stop being panicked, game? No.
We need a 4th minute.
Yeah, we need the secret 4th minute. Yeah. I think we'll be fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's just this is a slightly annoying encounter because they can panic. Please stop panicking them. Please, stop. Thank you, game. But yeah, so the sort of the purpose of giving Pixie Mabufu is we're gonna basically make our Pixie stupid overpowered. And I do mean stupid overpowered. You'll see it when we get sort of, even just to the end of this next dungeon here, you'll see how crazy it gets. But first we have to level up Pixie to max level. And how do we level up personas in this game? Well, you might imagine, like in the older, or like the newer games, they level up by doing, you know, basically they level up with the character. But here, they level up based on using them. So every time we cast a spell with our persona, the persona gains, I guess in a way gains experience, all the way until level 4. And then once it's at level, or not level 4, sorry, level 8. Once it's at level 8, it gets max rank, and when it's at max rank, it's basically reached like the peak of its stats, right? Here we're gonna abuse a little tactic, or a little hidden fusion mechanic that this game does not explain very well. Being an early PS1 game, there's things that happen in this game the game does not explain whatsoever.
Who needs it anyways?
Exactly. This is the kind of thing that's like, oh, they expect you to read the manual to find out this kind of stuff, right? But like, I don't have a manual. And the manual I do have is in Japanese. I can't read that. But the reason why we use those specific fusion materials on New Moon is it gives our Pixie the ability called Latent Resurrection. Latent Resurrection is when it gets to, I think it's level 6 or higher, there's a 25% chance when the character equipped with that persona dies, they get instantly revived. Which you think, oh, that sounds pretty cool, right? There's a slight catch to that, is that the persona gets reset to level 1, but, and you think that's a bad thing, right? Because then you lose all your stats, or you lose all your skills, right? Because you have to re-level. But any stat increase that the persona gives you while it's equipped to you is permanent. So, and the reason why we use Pixie in particular is Pixie, every time it levels up, it increases its magic attack stat. And because it resets when you do the Latent Resurrection, it's a permanent attack increase. And it keeps increasing. Like, it doesn't cap. So you can see where we're going with this, right? We abuse... Yeah, we abused this mechanic a couple of times in order to give us a absurdly high magic attack stat. We also have, I think, 99 luck as well, so we've got max luck, just in case, right? Just in case we need it. But that is what makes this run very powerful, or makes us very powerful in this run. Because we can just do a lot of damage. And this is with Mabufu, which is, as the series regulars might know, it's like a low damaging ice spell, but we're gonna do a lot of damage with this. So, but unfortunately, we have to go through this first. This is the bit that kind of sucks, though. We just kind of have to grind out this level. This is fine because Pixie only takes 2 SP per use, so we have plenty of uses. But this is the kind of thing like when you're grinding out endgame personas with it, this bit takes ages.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Where I'm at with metaphor.
Yeah, exactly. You probably know all too well as a metaphor enjoyer. This should be an okay encounter to grind out, but worst case, I can just bonk it. Oh, I quite literally just bonked. I forgot to change my auto attack. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll just auto for a couple. It doesn't really matter on what encounter we use it on. We just need to be able to get to max rank, right?
Yeah.
And being able to use it, or being able to just farm something really weak, obviously makes it easier for us, because then it's less risk of dying and what have you. But while we're doing that, we're also gonna, make our way through the game.
Oh yeah, forgot.
Yeah, in case you forgot, there is an actual game that's being played here. We're not just sitting here leveling up. As much as I'm sure that would be very fun, and I'm sure people would love to sit here for the next 3 hours while we did that, unfortunately, there is a game that has to be played, so we're gonna play that. Here's our second potential recruitable party member. But he or she can't join the party because we already have Brown. Our party's full.
F.
So she's just gonna go. I think she goes back to the school and just chills there. But yeah, just to show the point, actually, I'll demonstrate like how the stat increase is permanent and it keeps going up. We'll have a look and we'll see what our current magic attack is, and that's at Pixie at level 7, and we'll see what it is once it's reset. It gets funny.
Wow.
I did find it very funny that I was talking about like the magic attack stat and how it, increases on level up and is a permanent thing, and then chat is immediately like, oh, we see where this is going. We know how this is gonna end up. But yeah, so we can see that well, first, Pixie has a magic attack stat of 116 and 64 luck.
16.
So that's what it is now. It'll keep going. It does not stop. Where am I?
Oh no, you're fighting Satch Bell.
Fighting what?
I don't know if you know that anime.
No.
Okay, that's...
Who do you think I am? An anime watcher?
Hmm.
We're also gonna save here, mainly because Scion would want me to save, and because there are some nasty encounters here. So... Oh, someone got the reference. I didn't, but someone did. Sorry, I'm not as cultured in the animes as some other people here. Unfortunately.
SMH.
I know. I've been trying to catch up, but like, there's too much to watch and not enough time to watch it all, right?
And what I'm talking about is like from 2006 or something like that.
Yeah, see, I'm just old boomer man, We're gonna just, this is a fairly okay encounter to farm out. We're just gonna clear them out a little bit. We don't really want to deal with all of them, so we're just gonna try and kill what we can and hope and just not have Maki die. Very important that she doesn't die. But you know,
6 HP.
but she can heal herself for full HP despite using Dia, which is the weakest healing spell of the game. She can heal herself for currently 120 health. She has 70. So magic attack as well, I suppose, in a way, also does affect, it affects healing as well. So, like, Dia becomes crazy strong by the end of the game. It becomes more efficient to heal with Dia than it becomes with Dia Rahan, which is which says something. Like, the game does like to get just a tiny bit silly.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. So we're basically, by the time we get the health bar or the SP bar emptied, it should be roughly when we're max level. We'll find out eventually. It'll eventually happen.
Sorry. This was lasting quite a bit.
This bit always does. This is like the worst. This is the worst bit. Once we're done after here, we don't have to grind. Like, in grinding in my RPG, absolutely unheard of. We don't do that here. Apart from this particular moment. After we're done here, we don't grind. We don't need to. As they say, grinding is overrated.
Ooh. Can't believe we have to put aside our grinding just for the game story.
I know, crazy. The PS1 version is so much worse because it has so much loading.
Oh no.
Like, it has to load into the battle, it has to load out of the battle, it has to load back into the battle. It's... I've wanted to run the PS1 version just because I can, right? But it's so slow. I don't think I could do it.
Does it also have the manips?
No.
Ooh.
Theoretically, you could manip the game on PS1, but it is completely different than this game. So Maki got max rank, which is great. Now we need to find an encounter that will kill her. This one isn't it. Oh yeah, it doesn't have the fast battle speed. The battles are really slow. Like, I have skip animations turned on, but if I didn't, like as you maybe saw in the tutorial fight, you see them getting summoned and they do the little animation and stuff. You have to deal with that for the whole game. I can skip that here. You can't on
On PlayStation 1.
on PS1, no. You have to sit through it all. Like, I think the PS1 version, the record, I think, is 9 hours. This, I think, is it Fenrir, I believe, has the world record for CBEC on emulator for this game. It's at, like, 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Oh god.
So...
That's... just a bit faster.
Just a tiny bit faster.
Honestly, just frames.
Yeah,
It's a couple frames.
just a couple frames. And you'd know, a couple of frames can mean a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like an NES thing, right? Why is it angry?
I know that from the Ninja Gaiden day.
Exactly, the good old days. So these encounters kind of suck, so we're just trying to negotiate out of them because we don't want to deal with these. Ideally, we want to get, I think it's Zombie Cop, or I think it's Secret Agent. They're guys with guns, basically, because the guys with guns kill really quickly. We're also gonna change our party alignment so that Maki's in the front, so that she is more likely to die.
Yes, and she tanks it.
Yeah, because then they'll be less likely to attack the other party members because they're out of range. This is a fine. This is okay, but I don't like this one. I need something that can kill Maki quickly. But like the cops very much do because they have guns. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, as I said before, there's a 25% chance that every time Maki will die, there's a 25% chance she gets revived. So count with me, guys. 1 death.
Yay.
2 deaths. Missed. Nice, crazy. 3 deaths.
3.
4.
Surely 5's the charm.
5.
Surely 6 is the charm.
6.
What were the odds again?
25%. 7. 8. 9. It missed!
Missed that?
The revive missed! It missed again! What?
3 misses.
What? So, how many times did she die before she decided to just not revive herself 3 times? It was what, 9 deaths? So, there's 2 explanations potentially for what could happen there. There's a chance that maybe the game just doesn't let you revive her a certain amount of times. Or we just got very unlucky. The answer could be either.
Why not
But
both?
might I remind you, that is a 25% chance. Oh, that is not good. Right. So good I saved, huh?
So this is why we say.
This is why we save. This is like the most volatile part of the run because of that. Because, like, there's a highlight. If someone's doing like a highlight reel for this run or for this marathon, there you go. That is like, that is the highlight for the highlight reel. Don't we just love Shin Megami Tensei games here? That was so funny.
Yeah, it was.
So, might I remind the audience, she has a 25% chance to revive when she dies. We missed 9 times. Is someone able to do the math on that and figure out how likely that is to miss 25% chances?
How unlucky is Lonne?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I've had bad luck before, but I also genuinely have no way to explain why the revival missed. Like, that was actually quite funny. It is 25%, yeah. Roughly 7.5 to 8%. You're welcome. 1 in a million content right here. So unfortunately, we have to do all that again. But I hope you guys got the gist about what we're doing here. And we just hope it doesn't happen again.
Oh god, another 9.
I hope not. I reset the game, so should hopefully get a better RNG seed this time. I suppose, yes, Freedom is right. Technically, she died 10 times. Because the last time we wiped, she also died. That is true.
Yeah.
So... 10 times! And then, I think... I don't know if this is confirmed or whatever, but I do believe there may or may not be a 1 in 256 to miss reviving, but I know that's the case in older games, and I have no idea if they kept that for this game. So I just wouldn't be surprised if the game just gave up trying to revive her because she died so much. The game just took pity on her. Like, she keeps dying. We have to put a stop to this. So, yeah, that is a SMT experience. Let's just hope it doesn't happen again, right? Don't think I could handle it happening again.
We gotta run to finish Lonne.
Yeah, we have a deadline to meet. We can't go too early. Scion does not want to do his backup run. Yeah, I suppose that's actually a good point. It's basically like old XCOM, or just modern XCOM. The good old 99% chance still miss.
The 100% theoretically 0, 50, and under.
Yeah. But he's not wrong. It's true.
Oh, here we go again.
Here we go. Round 2. Except I'm gonna kill these ones. I'm not messing about with this. They're clearly bad luck. Yeah, these guys are just bad luck, so we're just gonna kill them.
Never again.
Never again, yeah. This is why I stick with the zombie cops. They're consistent. They're really good at killing and getting the revive. Still need to get Maki back to max level, but that shouldn't be difficult.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, because I think she is level 7, but we still need to get her back to max level. I suppose these guys die in like 3 hits, so we can farm out some levels from this. Or maybe we shouldn't. This is one of the video game runs of all time. I wouldn't worry about it. It's all perfectly controlled and coordinated. I'm gonna go into this room. Do you know what this room is? It's a save room. We're gonna save the game. Again. This
I hope
is
science proud of us.
yeah. This is quite literally the stuff that only happens in online marathon, or not online marathon, just marathon runs in general. I had some silly shenanigans happen when I ran this at BSG, when I ran it at ESA. So like, you know, I'm used to it at this point. So.
You're the common denominator in these.
I am the common denominator is the fucking game. That is the common denominator in this whole thing.
Have you done another game at the marathons?
Not in a while, actually. It's been a while. And it's a good thing I saved the game. Because we were just about to die again.
Well, that was number 1.
She's not max rank yet, so...
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't think she is. No, she's not max rank yet.
Yeah.
I promise there is a game. There will be a game it played at some point. I can assure you guys. We're just not
When you
there
get-
yet.
When you get the revival, it just skips the credits.
Yeah, we just wrong warp to the credits. The game just ends. Either that or it's like the Skyrim meme. We just wake up in a different game. If she gets max rank, that would be kind of, you know, helpful. Because this is one of those encounters that is actually very good for killing her. She is max rank now, because these guys, as you see, do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So we're gonna just heal everyone else, and then just kind of hope they kill her and not the rest of my party. Like, please.
It's going well.
Yeah. Just gonna have her revive the other party members, because I'd rather have her die and no one else. It'd be okay, but it'd be more convenient for me, basically.
The setup.
This is the setup. Alright, we ready to do some more counting, folk? So what are we at now?
Go.
Is this 11 deaths?
$11.
11. 12!
12.
Woo! She's finally!
Yeah, we did it.
Yippee!
First try.
First try! Now I just have to get out of this encounter. Hopefully I can get out of this encounter.
Surely nothing will go wrong.
Surely nothing will go wrong. Yeah, see, successfully escaped.
That's it.
Easy.
Yay!
Yippee!
4%.
So now that we've done that, now we can equip Pixie on to the main character. Because basically everyone, I didn't mention this earlier, but basically everyone has the wild card that was used in the later Persona games. Basically everyone has it here, so... So we can just swap party member or swap personas basically at will. Some of them have better affinities, so they, which is dependent on the arcana. The main character can be equipped with Pixie. That's all that matters. We don't care about anything else. Maki has the best affinity, and main character's got good enough that he can equip it. So now we can play the game.
Hey.
Oh hey, Nanjo ran away. That's funny. He was I don't know why he was terrified, but he just ran away. He just dipped. Now we can actually make our way through the dungeon. It's been so long. I forgot you can actually play the game.
Hey, Pyrojack.
Yeah, look, it's Pyrojack, and he's gone now.
Oh. I don't have a Pyrojack plushie.
No, you should buy one.
Do they sell the actual one?
I assume they do, right?
I haven't noticed.
No. Is it just Mothman and Jack Frost?
And Black Frost.
And Black Frost. When's the Mara plush?
Yeah, I've been waiting for that one.
But as you might have noticed so far, I haven't commented on it yet. As you might have noticed, we do a lot of damage. And by a lot of damage, oh yeah, just wait, it gets even better. Later in the run, it gets we get crazy levels of damage. I too would buy 100 Mara plushies. Would you? You believe this? Yeah, because you would too.
Yeah. Just a whole couch filled with Mara.
Yeah. Once you get past all the game's quirks and oddities, this is a pretty good game though. I will say that. I am a Persona 1 loyal defender.
You know, until the end, now everything is pretty easy.
Oh, yeah, this is the hardest part of the game, basically. Or the hardest part of the run. Now that we've gotten past here, we're good. Why are they angry? Please don't. I don't like this. It's okay, we escaped, it's fine. Yeah, the problem is like we are purposefully putting ourselves into a very weak position by, you know, not doing a whole lot of preparation and just kind of hoping hoping we get lucky, right? So this bit is probably the most brutal part of the game. Once we get past here, smooth sailing, honestly. This is our first real boss fight as well, so, you know, that's how you know we're making good progress. We finally gotten to the first real boss fight. So that guy in the back, his name is Kandri. He's the evil bad guy. Surprise! He has a Persona 2!
Nice.
Whoa! Crazy, right? And he's gonna dip though. We fight him later. Don't worry about him. This fight, we just killed him. We just Mabufu them to death. Just look at all this damage.
At least they're well dressed.
They are well dressed. That is true.
Look like a Michael Jackson video.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's the first boss fight.
Woo!
Woo, let's go!
All the agility.
Oh yeah, by the time we get to the end of the game, we've got max agility.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, and we start putting our points into dexterity because we've just run out of points to put into agility. We've got too much, and we just put it in dexterity. It helps us with firearms later on. So yeah, because we can use guns in this game, like Joker can. Except we have better guns.
Oh, take that, Joker. Take that, Persona 5 fans.
I know, real gamers are Persona 3 fans instead.
So how's Persona 3 Reload going?
I haven't finished it yet. It's really good, but I haven't finished the game yet.
I love how they're like releasing all these games and they're just so long at this point.
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't finished Reload yet. I have not finished Vengeance. I haven't gotten around to buying Metaphor yet. There's just too many games and not enough time to play them all.
Atlas, please.
Yeah. And then it's like, I also need to play Infinite Wealth as well, because that came out, that's really good. I want to play Silent Hill 2. Instead, all I play is, I haven't actually played much recently, apart from the initial DPS2 game. I've just been binging that for the last couple of days. And then this, I had to practice for this, of course.
Yeah, I just been playing Metaphor.
Yeah, I do need to play Metaphor. I also need to play... What do I need to play still? A bunch of older SMT games that I've not played yet. Look, I just have too many games to play and not enough time to play at all.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, except for you, it's just indie platformers. Which, I mean, you could play. They're not that long.
Yeah, but still, still a lot. I think my Steam library is already at over 1,000 games now.
The average Steam user's library, 1,000 games, owned, 100 played. If even, right?
Something like that, probably.
I know, I don't dare look at that.
Scared to find out.
Exactly.
The forbidden knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge. Yeah, because I know if I look at my, I know if I look at, like, the games owned and played, it's like, I own so many games, and yet, in the last sort of few weeks, what have I played? Counter-Strike and War Thunder. That's it.
Oh.
So, as you saw, we defeated the first boss. Some lore stuff happens. Basically, that giant machine is like, I think it's called the Deva system. It's basically the MacGuffin that drives the plot. And now we are back at school. But school looks kind of weird. Because as it says, it's old gym. Because this is not what the real gym looks like. That's why it's the old gym. So, you know, this is basically what Maki's like, what do you mean? You know, the gym didn't change. I don't know what you're talking about. Gyms always look like this. This is a subtle this is a subtle reminder that the plot is involving this, and we will come back to this story thread later in the game.
Hope you paid attention, chat.
Hope you paid attention. I hope when that becomes relevant, I hope you remember the time when we go to the school, or we you know, it comes up and we're like, oh yeah, the school looked slightly different compared to what it looked like in, you know, the beginning of the game. It'll all make sense later on. God, I need to drink. Hold on.
Drink RNG.
Speaking too much is hurts your throat, you know. ballin' toilets. All I have to say.
Go.
That is all that needs to be said. The toilet will never be ballin'. We're gonna save in here, because I know Scion would want me to.
What would Scion do?
What would Scion do? Save the game.
Keep me balling.
I'm gonna wish I never read that. But the toilet do be ballin'. My favorite. This is, I believe, to my understanding, this is the only time that these demons have ever appeared in an SMT game.
Wonder why.
So appreciate the ballin' toilets while we can.
So much less potential in the other games.
I know. I'm surprised they didn't bring it back for Metaphor.
There's some good enemies in Metaphor.
But are there ballin' toilets? Does
I need to
P2
think
have
about-
the toilets? They might do, yeah. But the ballin' ones, exactly. You'll never get that here. Or you'll only get that here. Wyatt do that. It's not supposed to do that. She's supposed to run away. Why did she not run away?
Uh-oh.
Oh, and I'm not doing any damage. Okay. Because like, for some reason I just decided main character auto attack, decided to just not auto attack.
I just noticed something.
What did you notice?
Because earlier you were like, yeah, I'm naming my character Scion.
Yeah.
Now you're called Lonne.
Is it? Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Okay, yeah, the character's name is Scion, but I think the nickname must be Lonne. Yeah, this so I can't negotiate with this demon anymore because the negotiation failed, so I have to punch it to death. I'm gonna have to bring the whole party down so we can punch it to death. Because I don't think I can try running away. Actually, I probably should. Couldn't escape.
Well, I guess you can't.
Good thing I saved, right, guys? They're either gonna get really bored and leave, or I will eventually escape. See, I escaped. It's that easy. Yeah, this is why we negotiate. We don't want to deal with stuff like that. But yeah, I did play through Persona 2, but I actually did not remember the toilets being in Persona 2. But it's been a while. It's been like a few years now since I played them, so it's possible I just don't remember them as vividly as I do in this game. Because who couldn't remember, right?
That's true.
Here we meet Reggie. He was the last potential recruitable party member. You have to do like a mini side quest to be able to recruit him. We don't do that because that's slow.
I can imagine.
And it actually messes with the manip because
Oh.
it's done before the hospital. So. I
Yeah,
know,
Brown could have been killing, but wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. Brown is just more convenient, so. Only reason why we pick him. He's there. Yeah, I don't know what the early Persona games had. It had a thing with toilets. No one really knows why.
Just one peculiar bad day at Atlas.
You just know one like demon designer Atlas woke up one day and was like, "All right, hear me out." Spoke to the game director. I don't know who it would have been for the original. But could you imagine that conversation? Right, boss, I have an idea for a new demon design for a new game. Toilet.
With
What's-
the basketball.
and a basketball. They're two different demons.
I must say after the incident. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, see the ball in toilets. So dumb. This is also the only time we encounter them, so it's really a shame we don't get to see them after this. Because they are truly peak.
Yeah, they are.
I need another drink. Problem is my glass is empty, so I'm gonna have to open the bottle.
Drinking orangey.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I was doing it during the cutscene. So now we
Good
get to fight a
song.
mouse. Mouse has got a machine gun on its back. Don't worry about that. It's perfectly normal. I believe this is like the one song that they kept from the PS1 version. I wonder why.
You can't beat this song.
Yeah, exactly. This is just peak. You know? Why do you think is it Sojima left Atlas? Because he couldn't top this.
Oh no, you're putting this 30.
Oh fuck.
Nope.
Okay. I have a cleaning kit on my desk, right? That I use for like, you know, cleaning electronics or whatever. Basically, it's got like some brushes, right, that I use to clean my keyboard or whatever. It
yeah.
fell. I don't know why it fell. It just did. Everything is truly going wrong today. Okay, so you know how the school looks kind of weird? It's back to normal now. Yippee!
Yay. Except for this part. This.
Except for him, he's kind of weird. But he's like... He's a normal student, but he's like part of the like occult club or whatever, so... He's naturally just kind of strange. But now we can leave the school. We're gonna go back to the. Remember that shrine from earlier? We're going back. We're gonna go see our boy Philemon. He's got some important things to tell us. I forgot to change my skill back to Mabufu. Because we just auto battle everything. It's so much faster than having to menu. But because of the autopilot, I kind of just forget. Oh my god, what is this encounters? We've had 3 encounters within like a meter from each other. Sorry, for the Americans in the audience, at a 0.1 football field. Just in case.
Wow, a butterfly.
Yeah, look, he's back. Crazy, right?
No.
He's gonna tell us some more things.
How are you, friends? Just
Oh,
as you thought,
You're alright?
this world is a counterfeit of your own. It is this world where Condori's ambitions lie. If you pursue him, you will eventually discover the nature of this world.
I believe there is an item that does increase. I think Riborama is in this game, which I believe increases encounter rates, which is already ridiculous because this game has a crazy encounter rate.
The first step
Yeah, you can never have
is to
enough.
use the subway terminal to reach the east side of town. But the gate has a guard.
There's too many in this game. If we could use Istoma, we would. But the problem with Istoma, in this game in particular, is it uses party average level. And because the party average of everyone except the main character is very low, the main character is the only character that actually gets levels. So Istoma does not work in this game. Or, it doesn't work for this run, rather. Because grinding out all the party members is too slow.
Stoma run when?
Maybe the PS1 version. Who knows, right? So now we're gonna go to the subway. Yippee! I hope you like the subway. We're gonna see this a few times. Whew, I need to take a break for a moment. God damn. There's just a lot to talk about, you know?
There is.
You should, you know, tell us what you think so far, Jelly.
Been already a very incredible run.
Yeah, exactly.
In a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
I love this walking sound here, running.
Oh yeah, the walking sound is great, isn't it? It sounds slightly cartoonish.
Yeah. Yo, you leveled.
Leveled up.
Was there a reason you're not pushing agility past 50?
I mean, I could. There's nothing stopping me. But it's just... It can help when because I can get a gun here. It does help if I get some bad encounters, because I can use the gun.
Yeah.
And having it at 50 is good enough for just now. There's nothing stopping me from just dumping all my points, but like I think it's like a few more level ups. I'd put points into dexterity and then back to agility. So it's like once I get dexterity to like 30, then I can put it all back into agility. Or 35 rather.
Vivian guy.
No, he's, you know,
Aquaman.
Aquaman, yo. This is like the one fight in this game that's actually slower in the new route than the old route. Because in the old route, we used to give our persona Megiddo instead of Mabufu. And this guy's weak to nuclear damage, but he's not weak to ice or wind or electricity. So we just have to, you know, poke at him with Garu until he dies.
Did you say nuclear damage?
Nuclear damage. I did, yes. You might remember that, or you might know that in modern Persona games, the Megiddo like line of spells are almighty attributes, so they don't have any like resistances to or they don't have any resistances or anything. In this game, almighty doesn't exist, so like these skills are just nuclear instead. Despite the fact that we have the nuclear skills, like the Frey skills, Megiddo is just better nuclear, basically. But yeah, this game has a lot of elements. It is crazy. I believe there's yeah, I believe every enemy has or basically everything you can think of is its own element. So there are demons that are weak to handguns, they're weak to machine guns, but they might resist rifles. Despite the fact that they are the exact same thing. There is
completely different.
Yeah, if I can like do analysis on one of these demons, and it can show you like pretty much all the ailments or all the elements that exist. Basically.
Magic.
Yeah, this game is peak 90s game design.
Yep.
You can't get a game more 90s than this. Like, the design choices are baffling. Anyway, more shopping. We're gonna buy a gun here. The gun we don't need, but it's very much a backup.
Yay, buying a gun from Frog Guy.
Yeah. The frog. They're gonna sell us a gun. So we're gonna buy the Phantom Killer submachine gun and tranquilizer rounds. And then we're gonna equip them on the main character. This gives us a gun that hits 6 times and has a chance to inflict sleep every time it hits. We use that as a backup just in case we are missing an item. Hold on, I missed a shop. Almost. I do need to do this shop as well. Good thing I peeked over at my screen and remembered I have notes that tell me what to do. So we buy 2
Every
emergency
day
exits.
at your Juness.
Yes, we're shopping at Juness. We can buy everything we want. So we buy the Bufudine Stone and then 2 emergency exits. They'll come up. Basically, just for this dungeon for the most part. So this dungeon is a bit of a puzzle. You're meant to follow like a secret path, right? That's meant to tell you, or you're supposed to fall down certain holes and the like. But I have the map. I know where I'm going. I've done this before.
It's almost like you speedran this before.
It's almost like I've done that before, yeah. Also, look, it's the toilet. He's back.
Let's go.
Yo, he's made a return.
Finally, the run's good again.
Welcome back, King. Yeah, so we're gonna fall through some holes.
Cool.
Hope you guys like falling through holes. Cause I sure do.
What are these demons?
They're Hauka. I don't know what they're supposed to be. They just look like birdmen.
Remind me of Halucha Pokemon.
Yeah, sure. That also works, yeah. Is that the one that evolves into Ludicolo? Or is that a different Pokemon?
That's a different one.
Okay. I'm disappointed now.
See, that's Lotad.
Oh, that's Lotad. Okay.
Yeah, Lotad, Lombre, and then Ludicolo.
He knows more Pokemon than I do. When are you running a Pokemon game?
Let's see. Is there one that I'm interested in? I don't think so.
But that'll be after a Metaphor, right?
Yeah, after.
Because Metaphor comes first.
Yo, song change.
It did, yeah, because we're in a different dungeon.
You just fell through a hole.
I did. It was always the same song. The song did not change when we entered the dungeon.
Yeah, so what is the shirtless man?
The shirtless men. They are basically like under the charm or, you know, control of the harem queen, who's like the ruler of Kama Palace, which is the dungeon we're in. And they're basically like, if you speak to them, I think they're like, oh, the harem queen, her art is so good, and all that stuff. This is the harem queen here. This lady standing in the shell, surrounded by angels.
As you do.
As you do, of course, yeah. So, remember how we just went down and did this dungeon? We just did through all the falling through the holes and stuff? Well, what if I told you we get to do it again?
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, the harem queen is gonna send us away from she's gonna Triesto us out. How convenient, right? But the problem is we didn't beat her yet, so we have to go down and fight her. That was the whole point. We were going to come down here and fight her, and she's like, nope, do it again. Even the guy at the bar, he's like, damn, you're back already? Crazy. So we're gonna do it again.
Go.
Let's go. Now, conveniently this time, because the game maps out where you've been, don't have to worry about using the map. I could just follow the mini-map. Makes it so much faster the second time around.
Imagine. Can you imagine if it actually is just a 99% chance
99%
and you now
chance
get
to
the 1% where you have to do it a third time?
Oh, no. No. Don't do that to me. It's already bad enough.
It would be funny.
It'd be funny. It'd be very on brand for this run as well, given how it's gone so far, but no. But yeah, this is you've just seen it. We are just doing it again. Nothing, quite literally nothing has changed.
Hey, toilets.
Yeah, there's one constant in life: ball and toilets. Oh, yo, we got binded. Fun.
Yay.
It's okay, we got unbinded, it's fine. See, because we have a high agility stat,
Yeah.
we do have pretty good evasion, so getting hit is actually relatively unlucky. Because of how high our agility is. Especially when we get to 99, we basically everything just misses for the most part.
Ooh. wonder what the shirtless guy's face seeing you again.
I know, he must be thinking, damn, already? Because, I mean, canonically, they do just go straight back in, so... But, once we do get to the end, though, we have a boss fight. Yo, woo! Another boss fight.
Happy dance.
Yeah, the party was all happy. That's the thing as well with this game. It has a lot of status effects. It doesn't have a lot of elements, but it also has a lot of status effects. A lot of them don't do much. Like, I was happy. What does happy do? I don't know. The game doesn't explain it very well. I can be unlucky. What does unlucky mean?
Well, we saw that earlier.
Yeah, but like the status effect.
Yeah, I know.
It's like this game throws a lot of stuff at you, and a lot of it doesn't matter. Am I missing anything? No.
Oh. Good time to ask.
Yeah. We're just gonna go to our boss fight. So we're back with the Harem Queen. Now we're gonna fight the Harem Queen. Because the Harem Queen, she's an artist, and we're gonna tell her no, her art is not as good as Maki. Maki's art's better, and then she's gonna fight us.
Is that the actual plotline?
Oh, she was gonna fight us anyway.
Yeah.
But if we say Maki's better, then the fight becomes 2 versus 1 because she turns to stone the rest of our party. Which is fine for us because we don't care.
Yeah. Little did she know.
Little did she know. I don't care what the rest of my party does.
So she just lets you backwards?
Yeah, oh yeah, she turns around and fights us backwards. So we want, first things first, we want Maki to die. One, because we get more XP. And second, because it sets us up for the next part of the run. So we're gonna have to wait until she dies.
Surely it'll be fast.
Surely she will. She's already a stone. So, you know. It's only, you know, can't be much longer until she dies, right? See?
Oh, there we go.
See, because she dies, 1, I get her XP, and 2, it sets us up for the second latent resurrection we're going to do. Because we're going to do it again. And because she respawns at the end of the fight at 1 HP, it just helps set it up better, you know? Because she's already dead.
Yeah.
But first, before we do that, we are going to do another fusion. Crazy, right? You guys probably forgot we do Persona fusions in this game.
I did.
But by fighting her, we basically cure her of, like, being the harem queen, basically. Because she was, like, kind of being manipulated, so... But now that we've cured her.
Woo!
Yeah, fusions in your Persona game, it could happen to you, you know? But, there's a reason why we bought an emergency exit, so we can leave. We don't want to be here anymore.
We have to leave twice.
Oh no, we have to
Should've
leave
done-
ourselves this time. Unfortunately, we don't get a free exit this time, so... First, we're going to save the game real quick, just in case. We're going to save again right afterwards anyway, but, you know, a little safety save don't hurt nobody, you know. Remember, here's Igor. We're going to see him again. We're going to do another fusion. We're going to create a Phaleg with a Mr. Zombie and a Preta, and we're going to give it that second emergency exit we bought. And by doing that, the Phaleg learns Triesto. Which is, you know, great, because that's kind of what we want.
Can you get, like, a failed fusion as well in this?
You can get fusion accidents, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it before, where I've had a fusion accident that results in the same persona. Like, it might be in my PB or something, but if you look, I get a fusion accident. You can tell because you can't skip the cutscene. But it still gives me the same Pixie. Like, nothing changed. It ain't no slime, at least, you know? I can't complain.
Yeah. I mean, it's your PB, so I can imagine.
Yeah, especially because I didn't save before the fusion, so...
Lonne not saving?
Crazy, right? Yo, look at that first try! Whoa, crazy!
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot to mention, we were doing the second Latent Resurrection. Look, we got it first try! Wow, crazy, right? Who could have seen that coming? This one is manipped. This, like,
Okay.
the reason why I saved the game and then reset is because we get that encounter, and that encounter is basically guaranteed. Or it is guaranteed, so. There we go. Now we can continue with the game. So we'll give you a little check real quick so we can see what our stats are on Pixie. Pixie has 286 magic attack. Remember earlier when Pixie had 116?
Yeah.
And that's not even the full extent of our power. I forgot. Because it got reset, we don't have Mabufu yet, so I have to go and learn it real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Now we can continue with the game. We're basically at the point now where the game is not going to be... Outside of, like, some really bad, unlucky encounters, we're basically cooked for the rest... Or the demons are cooked for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We're not cooked, the demons are.
It's like, uh-oh.
We have become death. I would argue that the best way to play through this game is the PS1 version. Simply because it's just... I think just because it's the most convenient way of playing it. Like, you could play the PS1 version if you wanted, like, the quote-unquote original, authentic experience, but I think the PSP version is just a better game. The PS1 version is like, I think, perfectly fine, but, like, if you want to play the game, I would probably suggest the PSP version.
Yeah.
I think it's, like... It's the quality of life improvements made to the gameplay, I think, just make it much more worth playing.
But you do recommend the FMVs.
But the FMVs in the PS1 version are great. And the American PS1 original has a infamous localization. And it could be worth playing the game just for the localization. It is iconic to say the least.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, I was bonking.
Reminds me of pinball.
Reminds you of pinball. Ooh. What doesn't remind you of pinball?
Not a lot. Brain geared. Didn't come up with anything.
No. But if you wanted to play, like, you know, the original vision of the game as well, I would recommend this one because it has the PSP version has a faithful English localization that is like faithful to the Japanese original. So if you wanted, if that's something that matters, I'd obviously say this version.
Where are these enemies?
They're like little like gremlins. You could say that about a lot of these demons, to be fair. That doesn't narrow down anything.
You just describe like quarter of the enemies.
Yeah, it's like, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? And yeah, that's true actually. The PSP version is also feature complete because the PS1 version, the American PS1 version, cut the Snow Queen quest. I don't know why it was cut. You probably find it was time constraints. So it is missing what could be objectively half the game. So like, this is also just the complete experience.
So you could play the original for Sebek, and then this one for Snow Queen.
You could. Or you could play the Japanese original for both.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Japanese original is probably the best way to play the PS1 game, but it's in Japanese. So unless you can read Japanese, I can't. So I will just stick with the PSP version.
We'll just get Scion to read out everything in the game.
Yeah, I tried to get him to do that for the the Persona 1 mobile game that came out on Steam like a year ago.
Oh god.
But that does have it. Some madman actually put an English patch out for that game.
Cool.
Someone did actually make an English patch for that game, so I'll have to come back to that game. Maybe you'll see it at SMT Marathon 2025. Wink, wink. Probably not.
Surely will.
I have to do some plugging, you know.
Can't wait to watch Metaphor in that one.
Oh yeah, we'll have Metaphor in that one for sure. Someone will have routed Metaphor by then.
Hopefully.
Hell, someone's probably already routed Metaphor. I wouldn't know. I don't look at the channel because I haven't played the game yet. I don't want to spoil myself.
I took a brief look.
Took a brief look, walked into something, and like, wait, I haven't seen this yet. Fuck, go back.
No, I saw some debate about mechanics. Ooh, that's a good question. Someone asked.
I'm pretty sure if you don't select a party member by the time you get to the underground laboratory, the game forces ISA into the party. So you kind of don't get a choice. I think you could skip ISA if you meet the requirements for Reggie, but if you don't, then you get forced into ISA.
Yeah.
The game, I think, some of the cutscenes also just don't make sense if you don't have a fifth party member, because the fifth party member will say things. Kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense if they're not there.
Ooh.
The demon spoke to me. I do not wish to speak to it. I do not care. Admittedly, I've never tried, but it makes sense for it to do that. I've always just picked Brown in my casual playthrough because I didn't know what I was doing at the time, and in the speedrun because it is just faster to pick the first option. It's also less inputs because I don't have to menu down to say no.
Yeah, that's true.
Because when you menu down, you say no, and then they're like, "Are you sure?" And then you have to menu down to say no again.
Then he just feels rejection.
Yeah. The fifth party member doesn't seem to anyway. I'm pretty sure Brown doesn't contribute much any either, so... I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. It's been a while. I skipped through all the dialogue, so I don't read it.
Yay, we passed 500 HP.
Oh yeah, yeah, we get a lot of health too. We're really strong, basically. I think for what it's worth, like, I think Reggie has interesting dialogue because of his connections to the game, like, or to the story. But I can imagine Ayase. I think she's also just a very bad party member in general. Like, her weapon and her weapon choices are also kind of very weak. We don't bother, obviously, in the speedrun, because it's too slow. But I think if it was worthwhile, we would maybe consider getting Reggie, but it's... with the manip, it's just not... don't bother.
Yeah.
So, but for casual playthroughs, it's definitely Chris is the best party member. Or Reggie, sorry. Chris is the American, the original American version.
Yay, frog.
Frog. We will do some more selling. First I need to unequip my gun. Like, we don't... the fact that we don't use this gun is fine, because we only use it as a backup. So the fact that we don't use it is fine.
Yeah.
Again, would help if I was hitting the right menus. Don't sell that, I need to sell everything else though. Because we need money to buy a better... the reason why we sell the gun here is because we're getting a better gun.
Whoa.
So we buy the Avenger, which instead of being 6 hits, it's 7. And we buy circle bullets, because they bind instead of sleep. We don't need to armor yet. We don't need that. We need to buy... we need to armor up first. For the run purposes, the gun is a backup. Because there are some demons that we can't kill with magic. And if we fail their negotiations, then they're pretty much... if they're not weak to magic, or then they're at least null, or like, you know, neutral resistance to firearms. So we just shoot them.
What about running?
It can be hit or miss running, so. Hence why we buy the machine gun. That's our real insurance plan. If we can't run, if we can't kill them with magic, and we can't negotiate, then we use a gun. We're also buying. We bought some Agidyne stones. They will come in use later for a boss fight later on. But this is like the last chance to actually buy them, so we're buying them now.
Do all the shopkeepers have like some animal theme?
No, just the frog one.
But the lady also had like a swan head.
I'm pretty sure they're just weird. Those two vendors, I think they're just weird. Because I mean, there was the guy with the gas mask. Is the gas mask an animal?
Maybe?
I didn't think so.
Maybe he's doing an ant cosplay.
Yeah, they're just strange. And then there's Tadashi. But if I remember rightly, Tadashi is modeled after an actual person. I forget if they're like a celebrity or if it was an Atlas employee. It's one of the two. I think it's an Atlas. I think it's one of their writers, if I remember rightly. Because I think he has a cameo in Persona 2 as well. Or like his... yeah, something like that. Because I know there's another cameo in this game where I believe they based it off of like a celebrity or something.
Yo, battle music.
Time for another drink.
Is this Aladdin?
Yes. It is... it is not the genie in Aladdin, it is Aladdin himself. Yes, exactly. See, I was gonna say in my head Lajin, but for like, unless you played like 2002 era Yu-Gi-Oh, you probably don't know who Lajin is.
Oh, that's correct.
The best normal summon of 2002.
Well, you have to show me later.
But yes, it's actually legally distinct genie trademark.
Aladdin's monster.
Aladdin's monster.
Ooh.
But I have to use my brain to remember where I'm supposed to go. Can you believe that? I need to use my brain.
Oh man. Autopilot's over.
I know, crazy. Can't just autopilot. I mean, not that I've been using most of my brain anyway. I've like, again, I've been up for like... I've been up and doing a lot for like 12 hours or 13 hours now. So I am safe to say tired.
I think I woke up like 6 hours ago.
You probably woke up 20 minutes before the run started.
No, I think 30 minutes beforehand. I was like, I'm bored. I want to play a game, but I can't play Metaphor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I stop you from playing Metaphor?
Yeah, I could be playing Metaphor right now.
Oh, you can be playing Metaphor afterwards.
Or I could start it now.
Could. No one would know.
You just hear random sound effects.
Yeah, see, this is why we have a gun. We failed the negotiation, but we can just use machine gun.
Eat this.
Like, what are they gonna do about it, right?
That's what happens when you bring a spear to a gunfight.
Exactly. What did he expect, you know? true. We should all play Metaphor. if so, look, okay, can we push this off till next Friday? Because I get paid next Friday. then I can play Metaphor. When was the last time I saved? It will be just at this next save point will be the last time I saved.
Surely it was not at a dangerous spot.
It was the last time I saved was when I did the last latent resurrection minute.
Yeah.
That was
last time I saved was an hour ago, actually.
I haven't saved at all. The thing is, I could say that and Sion would probably believe me. But yeah, there's a boss fight here. I've had things go wrong on this before, so I'm gonna save here.
Don't worry, Sion. Don't worry.
Lying on the internet? I would never. Me when I purposefully spread misinformation on the internet.
Yeah, this is Lonne we're talking about, not Lyonius.
Yeah, exactly. Would Sion like to entertain the audience as to why he knows there's a save point here? Is there some, like, hidden lore behind the knowledge of this exact save point? Also, who's Lonne? I don't know who Lonne is. I only know.
I think I gave you like, I think I gave you like a Dutch nickname in the DMs earlier. Lonnetje. Oh, we got some more drop.
Look, that I would never do such a thing. I don't know what Sion's talking about. I would never do that. There's a reason why the ESA Winter Run did not finish under estimate. If anything, it finished quite over it.
And now we're gonna make up for it. Surely. Wow, buildings. And they're gone.
Oh yeah, things happened. Explain. Give them the plot.
Well, we just watched anime.
So that was the real world over there, and the real world now has a giant pyramid temple thing in it, just slap bang in the middle of town. Just imagine you're just driving on the road, and all of a sudden a giant pyramid spawns in front of you.
Do you call dibs on naming it?
The pyramid?
Yeah. You're the first to find it.
Why not, right? So here's another boss fight. Now, we want everyone in our party to die. So hopefully they do. Oh hey, I'm mute. Cool. I hope the rest of my party dies. I would very much appreciate it if the rest of my party.
Anytime now.
Anytime now. Unfortunately, no. Insurance will not cover the pyramid spawning. I'm gonna stick
I don't
him in the
think-
back so that they die. I do need them to die though.
Oh,
They aren't almost. Because once she dies, we can use the Mabufu stone we bought earlier, and then he'll probably die.
yeah.
Oh yeah, so, you know, I was muted, right? But I still activated magic. Status effects in
Yeah.
this game mean nothing. Can Maki die? Please. The longer she doesn't die, the worse this gets.
Let's go.
So now she's dead, which is great. So now we can kill this guy.
I'm so glad
See?
all our friends are dead.
Same. So true.
All the XP.
Oh yeah, see, this is why we kill the rest of our party members. Look at all this XP we get. This is partially why they die. One, because they are absolutely useless, and two, because they give us lots of XP. Some tasty, tasty XP. But now we're done here. We can leave. We don't need to be here anymore. So someone was talking about shirtless people in SMT games earlier, right? Reggie's shirtless. He just wears the school jacket. He doesn't actually have a shirt on. Like under the school jacket. Canonically.
Ooh. And what about these enemies?
They are also shirtless, to be fair.
Are they just there to teach anatomy?
Yeah, exactly. In case you didn't know your anatomy, you do now. You're welcome.
No, not the dwarves.
It's okay, they're fine. There's more of them, I'm sure.
Yo, Demi-Fiend.
Yeah, Demi-Fiend is... I think canonically Demi-Fiend is probably the strongest, shirtless character in the series.
Probably.
I mean, he does defeat Lucifer after all.
Yeah, so it's like,
And like
Who do we put up against
he is a super boss in 2 SMT games. So
I wouldn't be able to beat Vincent or Catherine.
Yes. I think... Well, actually, he might stand a chance. Maybe. Not much of a chance, but... Yeah, I don't think Takaya has a chance against Demi-Fiend. Like guns, I don't think Demi-Fiend is weak to guns. I think he's got a good resistance to guns.
I like how we're all pretty knowledgeable on the shirtless characters throughout the series.
Oh, they're the most important ones.
Yeah. We just know them off the top.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's also how you know you're going through a serious character moment when one of the guys doesn't have a shirt. It's like if you've ever played a Yakuza game, you know there's going to be like a big serious like lore implicating fight when both guys rip their shirts off and fight shirtless.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Yakuza SMT crossover
Maybe one day, huh?
one day?
One day. Maybe that's Persona 6, you know?
I mean, they already did Dante.
Exactly, they did Dante. Sorry, I mean Dante from the Devil May Cry series. TM.
Yakuza's members of the Persona.
Exactly. See, these people get
I mean, at that point, it just sounds like JoJo.
it.
So what are we doing right now in the game?
We're navigating through the haunted mansion. Why is it haunted? I don't know. It just is.
Yeah.
Someone said it's haunted, you know?
We just believe it.
We just believe him. We've never checked, but considering there's demons in here, they might have a point, you know?
Yeah. I think the haunted painting also
Yeah.
might be a sign of it.
Bro might be onto something. Unfortunately, we failed the negotiation on Alastor, but you know what? Alastor might be unwilling to come to a compromise. But you know what works? Machine guns. Believe it or not, this game was not made by Americans. A completely different country also came to the conclusion that guns solve guns solve your demon problems. Crazy, right?
That's the most shocking news yet.
I know, right? It very much reminds me of the like, what is it? Parry this, you filthy casual. It's just it's just the knight that has a gun. So, you know, in this game, guns are okay. Mabufu is, of course, like the #1 way of dealing. But, you know, when in doubt, right? Guns can also solve your problems. I mean, you saw it in SMT1 just before this, you know? Guns helped a lot there too. It's the same deal.
The series staple.
Yeah. When in doubt, gun. That's it.
Trying to remember if Myth 4 has a gun right now.
I wouldn't know, I've not played it yet. We've already discussed this, but I've not played it yet. They might have gun-like thing.
Yeah, I already have an answer in my head.
Does that sound like... Is the answer, yes, there's a gun-like thing?
Yeah. Oh. And they're dead.
It's okay, they're not dead. So that demon was actually not a demon, it was Maki's mother. We could have fought it and killed it, but we're nice and we decided not to. Also because it's slower. Crazy, right? I believe if we did actually fight Hariti, the boss is pretty easy with our power. We're pretty powerful for it. But it's, you know, faster to just not have to fight it if we don't have to.
Yeah.
So we don't.
Just be glad your death is slower.
Death by natural causes. Instead of gun.
Whoa.
So you remember Giant Pyramid from earlier, right?
Yeah.
We're going to teleport in to the flying, or to the pyramid.
So can't believe no one started taking a look.
Yeah, people just showed up, and I think people were just like, whatever, right? To be fair, there was a demon invasion earlier, so
Oh
that
yeah, that's weird.
might take priority over everything else, right?
They might be a bit busy.
Yeah, just a tad, right? We did leave all our classmates in the school. Which, to be
The
fair,
safest
was
way.
it was basically
Yeah.
fortified. And I think they got guns, so they'll be fine. As
Typical
we've
school.
already shown, the guns will do just fine, against demons, so. I need to check what level Pixie's at, because by now Pixie should be max rank. But I'm not entirely sure. Also, here's Condor again.
Ooh, and he's gone.
And he's gone. Because that was just like a hologram, basically. It wasn't really him.
Just did the vanish meme.
Yeah. So Pixie is level max, so we can do once again the latent resurrection for the final time.
Go.
This is the last time we'll be doing it, and conveniently, Maki's already at 1 HP.
Well done, Maki.
I know.
Great teamwork.
Great teamwork. I should save the game first, though.
Saving the game?
Yeah, I know, crazy, right? Who would do such a thing? Right in front of the save door, I get an encounter. Comedy writes itself, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. We're fine.
Fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Look, Maki's not dead yet. What's the worst that could happen, right?
Do the anti-manip.
Yeah, the manips manip. We manip the manip.
It's the game's manip against you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just gonna have to machine gun everything to death. And hope I don't die.
That would be useful.
Would be very useful. I don't know why the negotiation's failing. It's just... They clearly just don't like us anymore. Which is understandable, right? I'm gonna try and escape. I don't like this.
The game's not happy with us.
The game does not like us right now. Couldn't escape, okay. Yeah, I don't like the position we're in right now. So the problem is, I don't have Pixie equipped anymore, because I gave it to Maki. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna have to pray here. Yeah, we didn't pray hard enough. Should've prayed harder, right? So you remember that last dungeon we did? We're gonna do it again.
Woo!
Look, in my defense, I was right in front of the save door.
That's the best. That's the best part of it.
But, as you saw, we didn't exactly miss out on much, or we're not going to be missing out on much. You've already seen this before. It's, fairly straightforward. We just do it again.
Ooh.
Yes, follow Scion, everyone point and laugh.
Imagine dying in a marathon
Dying
before
in
a
my
sprint.
SMT run? Unheard of. I know, I was right at the save door. That's the insulting part, is I was right there. But, you know,
You were
if it...
literally reaching out to it to
Yeah.
save.
I know, it was literally one input and I was gonna be in the door. But, you know, for what it's worth, I hope Scion appreciates what I'm doing for him so he does not have to run Puzzle to Call. I'm doing him a favor. I can teach you what not to do. Yes, don't be like me. Save the game, kids.
Oh, look, Billy. I wonder what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, remember the pyramid? It's back.
To be honest, this time if someone crashed into it, it's their own fault.
Exactly. They knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
How many turns until they all die? I don't know. Hopefully they die in like one. You know? Alright, round 2, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
Exactly. I'm just here to show you guys what it's like to play the game. I never said you were getting a fast run. I'm just merely showing you what the experience can be.
nowhere in the marathon does it state Lonne will do a fast run.
Yeah, exactly. I did not sign nothing. So when Scion's saying to himself, "God damn, I forgot to make him sign the contract."
Soft skill issues.
You know, could the rest of my party die? That'd be kind of cool. Cool. Now
Might go
just
faster.
yeah. See, look, they're all dead now. Crazy.
Let's go.
All I had to do was wish. All I had to do was wish death upon my friends.
Yeah, chat. Lonne's a great friend.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I do to my best friends. See, the only thing I had to sign was saying I had to be entertaining, not that I had to be fast. And even then, that was just a verbal agreement. Vibes-based agreement.
And Scion only peer pressured you into saving a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could just not save, right?
Yeah.
There's inherently nothing stopping me from not saving the game. Exactly, yes, I was told to have fun.
Exactly.
I don't remember exactly how many hits before the boss dies. But by the time they all die, like even if you're just actively hammering him, it should be, you know, it should be dead to the Bufudyne stone. It's really just vibes. You basically just use the Mabufu stone when they all die. That's like the trigger. And if he doesn't die by that, then you just hit him some more, right?
Wow. Is this like a haunted place or something?
Yeah, it's the Haunted Mansion. Never you ever seen this one before?
No, I don't think so.
No? Crazy, huh? The way Scion's chat message is worded sounds like a threat. And I don't know who he's threatening. Me or freedom.
Man, I can't wait to see the next Scion Lonne encounter IRL.
Oh, it'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Look, I'll give him some chocolate and he'll be happy.
Yo. Yeah,
You know,
I think
it's like bribery.
if you play SMT games, then you know about negotiation.
Bribery works. See? When in doubt. You just give him some British chocolate and he's happy. I would know. I've given him plenty of British chocolate and it has kept him happy. So.
Up or down?
Up. I also need to mute my browser. Someone
Oh, God.
someone apparently just messaged me on WhatsApp because I heard the ding. I do have a WhatsApp browser tab open. I apologize.
Oh god.
In case anyone was wondering, my sister sent me a cat meme. In case anyone was wondering what it was.
To be honest, that's worth it.
If we have time later, I might be able to show it to the class. After the end of the run. If someone reminds me, I will.
Yeah. There's almost a 0% chance that we go overestimate.
Honestly, I think they would appreciate it if it was...
Yeah. Would be worth it.
Yeah. It would be, wouldn't it? I have Discord muted though, so you don't have to worry about Discord pings. Discord is, I'm on do not disturb, so don't worry.
How about Steam?
No one would message me on Steam. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I say that as I frantically log off of Steam. Because I know you will.
I was thinking about it.
He was considering it.
Yep, science said it, we're safe.
Yeah. See, I technically didn't do anything wrong. It's just, I completely forgot. I don't get that many messages, right? It's mainly just my sister and my mom, and that's about it. And they know I'm busy, right? Or they're supposed to know I'm busy right now.
I feel like I've heard you say you get a message from your sister almost every run I've seen from you.
I did, didn't I, at BSG, right?
Yeah.
I do remember that, yes. But I think they were Discord messages, I think. Because I remember I just had Simon was like, just look at my phone, please tell me what they are. I need to know.
It's important for the run.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, Silent verified a run for me mid-marathon run. It was more just it was more for the bit though, because it would be kind of funny, right? And it
Yeah.
was, you know.
Yeah, it was fun. That was a great run.
I see disable Steam overlay, but I'm not playing the game through Steam, huh? Didn't think of that now, did you?
Oh, it's not an overlay.
What Steam overlay?
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Bonk. I know, I'm just trying to go fast, I'm not trying to use the brain. The brain is going towards being entertaining, not going fast anymore. And with that, I think I take another drink too.
We've gone long enough that my water's become warmer. It's no longer cold water.
It's no longer cold water, it's just water.
Effectiveness been halved.
That's crazy. I will also be honest, I also do actually need to pee. I'm gonna go into this cutscene and I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. That's how much I've had to drink in the last, what, like 2.5 hours? I have to keep the throat dry, you know, because I'm talking too much. So, once I get into the cutscene, Jelly, you're gonna have to do your best to keep everyone entertained.
Uh-oh. You're gonna come back, everything's on fire.
Everything's on fire, yeah. I died again somehow.
That's rioting.
Yep.
So let me start explaining why this is the worst game.
What do you mean?
What's the most polarizing thing I can say? Persona 4 is the best one. Oh, he just ran off. I think. You don't have the gamer bottle to use. Yeah. That's bad strats. Skill issues. Not dedicated enough, SMH. Yeah, I actually do like Persona 4. It's but I think generally speaking you hear people say other opinions. So, since he is gone, we can now spoil the game. Is Meta 4 the best Persona now? Huh? Huh? Uh-oh. No, time loss. Persona 3 is the worst. Oh yeah, I forgot Scion has the highest, the most polarizing opinion. I can't stop that.
Alright, hello.
Hey, welcome back.
I'm back. I had to run for that one, so I didn't miss out on much. So,
I totally forgot.
did you burn the stream down while I wasn't here?
I was trying, but Scion just gave a worst one, a worst opinion.
Yeah, no, to be fair, Scion is the, he's the, like, trademark Persona 3 hater, so... Don't worry about him. The best game is 3, by far. I would argue that.
Yeah, I started off by saying, is Persona 4 the best one?
I have a soft spot because it was the first one I played, so...
Same.
I
And then
think-
3 I played on the PSP.
I think objectively, the worst one is this one. But that doesn't mean this is a bad game.
The one I hear the least about is actually 2.
Oh, both 2 games are the best ones. Well,
Okay.
well, P3 is the best one, in my opinion. But both Persona 2 games are really good. They're just kind of like a bit, I guess, more niche in a way. I guess because they're split over two games. They're a bit of a pain in the ass to actually be able to properly play, because
Yeah.
at least, you know, before they released the Eternal Punishment PSP English patch, you had to play two completely different versions of the game, which were quite different from each other.
There's also the case you can now make that is Metaphor the best Persona.
Metaphor the best Persona game? I don't know. Is it? What does chat have to say about that?
Ow.
You know what? I don't like this. I'm gonna use machine gun.
Eat this.
Okay, so Maki has died once. In case anyone's wanting to keep track at home.
One.
One.
Hulkenberg is really good. You don't know that one, but
I know
Hulkenberg's really
that's a metaphor character.
good. Yeah, okay.
That's 2 deaths.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone who doesn't like Hulkenberg.
For
It's one of the few times where we get to enjoy the full battle.
yeah, yeah. 5.
Oh, Haismar mentioned. Yep.
6. It took 6 times.
So that's better than 9.
It's better than 9. See, first try, right, guys? First
Yeah.
try. Why are we letting Maki die so that she can revive herself? Because she's capable of reviving herself. We don't need to do it for her. And because it makes Pixie stupid overpowered. I'm gonna save the game again.
I thought Lonne just didn't like Maki.
So yeah, see, I'm more Yukari stan, you know, don't know about Maki.
Lucky Lonne. Yo,
Yeah.
it's Android.
Yeah, it's they actually are like androids or like cyborgs or something. I don't know what they are. They have a gun, so it's pretty useful for getting Maki killed.
It's the Mega 10 version of Mega Man.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That is the last time we'll be doing the Latent Resurrection. Because we're gonna now be powerful enough that we can just beat the rest of the game. Plus, there's actually not much rest of the game. We're getting pretty much near the end, so...
We'll quickly check at the time.
Believe it or not, there's not much more the game left. This is... If we were going for the bad ending, this would be the final dungeon, but there's like one major dungeon after this, so...
So you're saying Science should get ready with his run.
No. No. Unless he wants to. But I somehow don't think so.
We have our backup. Let's go again.
Oh yeah. We have backups in case we're a little ahead of schedule or whatever. And Freedom's maybe not entirely ready yet. We do have a backup plan. But I don't think we'll need it. I think we're gonna end up with enough time after estimate, or after the run ends. I think we could probably just go straight into SMT4.
Nice.
This is basically just, you know, the classic SMT dungeon. Very
I like how they're
long.
sitting. I like how these enemies are just like one train.
Oh yeah, they're just a train of incubus. And they leave in a train as well.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Does Metaphor have trains?
Does it?
I don't know.
There's one thing that's very much like, well, that's a very big part of Metaphor.
Let's see. But I haven't played it yet.
I don't know how much you know or want to know about the game.
I know basically nothing. I never actually played the demo. I never got around to it. It's installed, but I never got around to playing it.
Oh my god.
And at this point, it's like I might as well just wait and just play, you know, the full game.
Yeah. Ooh.
I need to remember where I'm going. Hold on. I need to use my brain for a second. Hold on, guys. Crazy, I know. But...
Who would do that?
I know, right? Who would do such a thing? We'll just let everyone appreciate the music for a moment. Until I get into another encounter, of course, and then we can just do it all again. While I open my bottle for more drink.
Oh,
I need both
base
hands.
bottle.
Hold on, I need both hands. I need both hands when I'm doing it with one.
Play with your feet.
I would rather not.
Feet %. Feet %.
But I have to like stream the webcam as well, so people believe me. I'd rather not. Not for free.
Feet content for free.
No. Not for free. Wait, where am I going? I am looking at the wrong part of the map. Hold on. See, this is why I have to use my brain.
Just making sure Cyan doesn't need to work.
Yeah, I'm just helping out Cyan, you know. That's what friends do. I know the problem is like this map, this dungeon is fair. This and the last dungeon, very big, and the maps are kind of small. So I have to actually use my brain to remember where I am. And it also, you know, it doesn't help that I'm kind of hungry as well.
Oh yeah, I should probably eat after this.
Yeah. Like, I was kind of hoping I would, because I was doing overtime today, right? So I wasn't supposed to be at work today. So I was kind of hoping they would let me go home early, which would give me time to do a little bit of practice, you know, and get some food. didn't, so I came home and basically had to get ready. So
Oh god.
all I've eaten since I got home from work was a packet of Jammy Dodger biscuits.
Oh what?
Oh, they're it's a very British thing, right?
Okay.
They are just like regular biscuits, but they've got jam in the middle, and they're really nice. I'm sure there's another British person in the audience that can relate.
British.
British.
What?
I mean, Scottish actually, but you know. I say I used British in that particular instance because I knew people would understand it better if I did.
Are Jammy Dodgers British or Scottish?
They're British.
The first answer of someone who knows.
They're clearly not British then. No, I'm
British
kidding.
adult. I love how some of the demons you fight are basically just people.
Oh yeah. They're like humanoid shape. We're just like basically killing people. I would never do such a thing though.
Of course not. Lonne would never.
I would never. See, yes, I replenished my carbs, but the problem is, I only had one pack, because that was all I took out of the cupboard. And I ate those before my run started, so I haven't eaten in like 2.5, 3 hours or whatever. A burrito's more sustenance than some biscuits.
I do wonder what I'm gonna eat. Now I'm curious.
I have an idea. I've got some like burgers in the freezer, so... and I have some burger buns. That's probably what I'm gonna have.
I might have a frozen pizza.
Yeah, I could do that as well. Yeah, I have that. I don't actually, at this point, I don't actually remember when the last time we talked about the run was. We've just been talking about
I was thinking.
things. Like, now we're just talking about what we're gonna have for dinner after this. You know, but we got our priorities straight, you know?
We got far enough talking just about the game, actually.
Yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, what am I supposed to commentate here, right? We're just going through a dungeon. There's not much to talk about. You've seen this before.
Wow, these floor tiles are quite glory.
Like, you know we're in a giant pyramid. Like, what more do you need to know, right? But here's a question for you, Jelly. You're considering a frozen pizza. What is on it, though?
What was on it? I think it was mozzarella?
Oh, so it's just like cheese, then.
Yeah, so regular cheese and then mozzarella slices on top.
Okay. That sounds not bad, actually.
What are your favorite toppings?
I'm just a pepperoni guy.
The pepperoni we saw at BSG?
I don't remember what pepperoni that was. No, not that one. Actual pepperoni. I know what you mean now. Yeah, it actually just like, I just remembered what it was you meant by that. Yeah, no, not that.
To explain the lore for chat, someone at an event bought a pepperoni pizza, and got a pizza that was just covered with green peppers.
Yeah. I mean, you know, technically it was pepper. Yeah, no idea what happened with that. They just sort of gave them the wrong pizza.
And then fought him on the phone over it. Pepperoni pizza.
Yeah. They just never heard the... That's exactly what it is. They mistook the Oni for Ona, you know? I'd do that, you know? Very easy mistake to make, you know?
Yeah.
Especially
It's
over a delivery app.
That's not in your own language.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the problem. It just wasn't in it wasn't in their language, you know?
Oh.
God, I messed up the puzzle. It's okay. We solved it. Right. So for everyone, we'll just see how much magic stats I have, right? Because we'll be keeping track.
Oh, yeah.
466 magic attack. You can see how this gets a little silly.
Just a little.
Just a tad.
Oh, and to answer my own. My favorite is also pepperoni. But, if possible, like at some places I do let them put like some extra different cheese on it.
Okay. Yeah, I would think like extra like or different kind of cheese. That would kind of spice up, you know.
Yeah. And that's what makes it like double as good because it's like the base pizza with a slight tang on it.
Uh-huh. But we're gonna come back to that conversation in just a moment. We're gonna go and fight Condori now. We finally
Yeah, we're
reached the
playing a
boss.
game.
Yeah, you remember we're playing a game, right? So we're gonna finally fight Condori. Crazy, right? This is the final boss, guys. Totally, you know. Would you believe me if I told you that? I hope so.
Surely.
Surely, right? I got immediately binded. Let's go. Why? Bro, out of all the attacks he could have done, he bind. Bruh. Oh, and that's the boss done. That's it. We won. We won, guys. Woo!
Well, I don't think that looks normal.
Don't worry about it. You tell me you've never been consumed by your persona.
I love how he just became tiny.
Yeah, I like to think that in the background, he is just a really tiny sprite. Yeah, so this is the real form of Condori, where he likes to pretend he's God or something, right? We just... Remember those Aggie stones we bought earlier? Yeah, this is what we're using for.
God, this quite a hairstyle.
And now he's done. Yippee! And look at all the XP!
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, that was God Guido defeated. Or Super Guido, yeah.
Is there a reason why Lux has 8?
You got really quiet all of a sudden.
What? Oh. Was there a reason that Lux has 8?
What do you mean?
Like on the stats?
Oh, that's because that's my character's luck stat. My character's luck stat's at 8. But because Pixie has 99 luck, I also have 99 luck.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Because it applies, it's giving a bonus based on the persona equipped.
Yeah.
Like if I unequipped Pixie, the main character would go back to having 8 luck.
Emotional music.
Yep.
And it's over.
Yep. And Maki left our party. She decided to adios.
Oh no.
There is a lore reason. She basically finds out the real or like the whole sort of what's going on. To give you the short story, right? Basically, the Maki in our party was not the real one. Crazy, I know, right? You think the girl in the hospital bed all day, you know, last year was the same person? I know, crazy, right?
Whoa.
But yeah, that's the real Maki. Remember when she went to hospital or like she went to the ICU? This is the ICU. They just teleported it to here inside of the pyramid.
Let's
So-
go.
Yeah. So she's not the real version. She's just like the idea. She's the Maki that the real Maki wishes she could be, but can't because she's, you know, really sick and stuck in hospital.
Yeah.
Hence why also the the second Mikage show we were in looked different from the real one because she was in hospital, and so obviously a lot happened right when she was in hospital. Hence why the gym looked different and all that stuff. You know, it all makes sense. You know.
Yeah.
Because it's all based on what she remembers and what she wants to be and all that stuff, right? That's like the gist
Random
of it.
points.
Oh yeah, he got slapped, so. Comedy. Comedy violence.
Whoa.
And a cutscene. Yo, look, it's the system. This is the David system.
Oh.
It's gonna explode now.
Not
Because we
another
won.
pyramid.
Damn, look, all the bad stuff is over now because the bad thing blew up. So the game's over now, right?
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
Oh.
So yeah, because we're on the true ending, the game does not end here. If we picked the bad ending, if we hit the bad ending triggers, we would end up here, and the game would end. There's not much that happens in the bad ending. It's like you get here, the mirror breaks, and then you fade to black, basically.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. And then it's like implied that Maki like dies or something like that. The game is very sort of like vague on the bad ending because you're not supposed to get the bad ending, right? You're supposed to get the canonical true ending.
So how do you get the bad ending versus not?
So the you remember when we were in the Lost Forest and we had to speak to Mai, the little white girl?
Yeah.
She like the dialogues there determine which ending you get. So if you make the wrong choices there, then you get a boss fight, and because normally like in the true ending she just gives us the compact, but if you pick the bad ending choice you have to fight her for it, and now she's dead. It got really quiet. Is this any better? I did move slightly away from the microphone, so it's might have just been I was in a slightly different position.
Yeah, we can also just blame Scion.
You can also just blame Scion. He's in tech control. Maybe he just like, nah, don't want to listen to this anymore. For some reason. Yeah, that's the only thing that determines if you get the good or bad ending, is that dialogue in the Lost Forest when you come the first time. All the other dialogue choices just affect if you can get the ultimate personas. They don't matter for this, for the purposes of the speedrun at least. We just pick the options that are faster. Which is usually either the first option or like with fighting Maki's mom, we say no. Because we don't want to have to do an extra boss fight.
Yeah. Does the other route, Snow Queen, does that also have the bad ending?
It
What's the good?
does. It has a bad and a true ending. Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on how you progress through the dungeons, if I remember rightly, because I think you have to pick up like mirror shards in that. I don't remember the full story explanation, but you pick up like basically with as minimal context as possible, you pick up key items, and if you pick up enough key items, you unlock the true ending. Basically.
Spoken like a real gamer.
That's like the most descriptive description I could give. Without any context.
These running sounds aren't as good as the other one.
No, it's because we're running on grass.
Yeah,
We have to touch grass in this dungeon, can you believe it?
it's a mage.
Would never be me. Oh look, 69 dexterity. Nice.
So,
I missed the 69 agility earlier, so I had to make up. I know, the grass doesn't sound as good, does it? I apologize.
so this wouldn't be a possible in the bad ending.
Oh, the game would have ended by now.
Yeah, but like assuming they would have continued.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'd be dead if in the bad ending, because we kill her. I mean, also, Maki's mom could just not be in this cutscene if we decided to fight her.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Does that change anything here?
I believe there's some different dialogue because she's not in the cutscene. But I don't actually know, because I've never... I only did the bad ending for retro achievements, so I wouldn't actually know.
Retro achievements?
Or I think I did the trigger for retro achievements, and I don't actually think I got the bad ending. Because I don't think you needed to.
Punk.
Bonk.
Yo, big enemy.
And it's gone.
And it's gone.
You could put that to most enemies in this game. Oh, here's the big enemy, and they're dead now. That is the wrong way. That is true. If I was looking at the map, I would have known that. If you want to see a brutal retro achievement set, I highly encourage you to look at the retro achievement set for Revelations Persona. Which is just this game, or the PS1 version's retro achievement set. It's awful! You have to beat the game 5 times. Because you have to beat the game with both the good and bad ending, and you have to beat the game with each recruitable party member.
In both endings?
No. Just one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you have to beat the game like 5 times. And we talked earlier about how slow that version is.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having to do that 5 times? And
without manips?
You also have to, without manips, and you also have to get the ultimate personas for all the characters. And you have to equip them as well. So not only do you have to beat the game, but you have to get all the party members to like level 90 or whatever. So that they can equip their ultimate persona.
Oh no, she lost her face.
Yeah, she's doing the Philemon. She's got a mask on. Except this mask is not as cool. It's basically just a shield.
But how does she see?
I don't think she can. I think she just knows we're there by the sound of our voice. She's looking in our direction because she can hear us. And then the mask just vanishes. there's no explanation as to where it goes, just vanishes.
One of the classic Atlas mysteries.
Yep. Yeah, so like lore wise, this is where the ideal Maki ended up, and then we go to the ideal Maki and we basically tell her stop being stupid or something, and she joins us again. The good thing about her joining us at this point is she now joins the party at the level, because she's left the party and returned, she's now the same level as the main character. So she's now like level 50. Which is great, because now she's actually usable.
If only the others could do it the same.
If only the others could do the same, exactly. How inconvenient. But yeah, this is we're now gonna do the setup for the last dungeon. So we are going into the armor store. We're gonna basically sell everything. Everything we can sell, we're going to. Because most of the stuff we will not need anymore, so we're gonna
So
sell.
SMH, regular shopkeeper.
Yeah, I know. No frog people. Yeah, because we need as much money as we can.
Can I get some of that money?
That depends. Can I also?
Run might go slower, but we would be
Well,
happier.
we would be rich.
Yeah.
So first we need to, well, we also need to buy Maki's, or the strongest female armor set, so we can give it to Maki.
Yeah.
That's the first thing we need to do. And then we're going to do some shopping. Not in there. That's not where I need to go. In here. And now we have to buy 14 Agidine stones, because we have no Agidine stones. I checked before I sold all of them. And then I have to buy as many magical guards as I'm worth, which is apparently 33.
Yay.
And then we can buy a couple of bombs of life. I don't even think I can buy them here, can I? I've admittedly never actually... Oh no, we can. I've admittedly never actually had to money to buy them, so I usually don't.
So, wealthy percent.
Not broke, let's go. Now we get to do one more fusion, which I'll do before I save. Yeah, the XP system in this game is dumb. Like, we just get a bunch of XP, despite the fact that we realistically don't deserve it, but because we're doing everything, the game just gives it to us.
I mean, in that sense, we deserve it.
I suppose, that's true. So we do our last fusion, which is for Loki. We give Loki to Maki, mainly because Loki has a bunch of, basically immune to a bunch of things, which is going to be important, because it just basically keeps her alive, for the most part, which is all we really need her to do. So, we can actually... This is the one point of the run where we can actually use a stoma. Because this dungeon here, the next one here, the Alaya Cavern, we're... The only party members that are going to be here is me and Maki. And because me and Maki are both like level 55, we can use a stoma because our average party level is high enough now.
returning here. I see my faith in you was not misplaced.
I need another drink. We're gonna let Philemon talk.
Behind this shrine leads to the sea of all mankind's souls. All souls are born there, and someday return there. Maki Sanamura's soul is about to return to that sea right now. It calls for you, and for her ideal self. Now go. Only those who have been called may enter that cavern. Work together to help the lost soul.
Alright. So basically, what we're doing here is we're going to go and find basically the real Maki. Because we need to get an item from her. We need to get the last compact we need to unlock the final dungeon, basically. Now, there's a lot of things you could do in this dungeon, but we could also just walk straight to the end. The game just lets us do that. So we will.
Wow. Oh, punk.
Bonk. And I'm going to pay attention to the map. But yeah, as you can see, look at how fast this dungeon is because we have a stoma. Could you imagine how fast this game would be if we didn't have to do all the random encounters?
Maybe there's an alternative strat you could do that.
It would involve us having to grind our party members, and that just takes
Yeah.
too long. It's just not worth the effort. I know, if we could just, eradicate the rest of our party members as just me and Maki, then the game would be so much faster. Because, like, here there's, like, one encounter I think we can get, but it's rare because it's, like, we're basically the same level as it is, so we're unlikely to actually get it. Now we can go into the final dungeon. Oh god, I actually don't remember which one.
Yeah,
This is one of the ones we have to negotiate from earlier, but we never actually encountered it, so... Yeah, I hope you're ready for the final boss. And hopefully the final boss plays nice.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed, right?
When's the last time you saved?
It will be just before we enter this dungeon. Because I have time. I need to enter them. I enter the dungeon here at 2:08 ascending, so I have time to waste. So I'm gonna go and save. I can't because the doors are locked. So, oh, I didn't mean to walk into here. I meant to stand at the front door.
Oh no, time loss.
I know, it's fine. We get through the dialogue prompt first.
Oh no,
You know.
there goes the estimate. Just from this.
Just from this alone. I'd probably wager we have like 20 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes if we don't if things don't go quite according to plan.
Ooh, shiny door.
I'm gonna open the shiny door and then we're gonna leave. We don't want to be in here anymore. Because we want to enter here 2:08 growing, and then by the time we get to the final boss, we should be in optimal moon phase. This is the one time in the game, apart from when we did the Pixie fusion, this is going to be the only time in the game that moon phase will matter. The rest of the time doesn't matter. Because here we're going to actually take advantage of the fact that Loki has skills. Loki has a skill called Wolvan, which gives the party member beast status. And depending on how high of a moon phase you are, like closer to full moon, you get buffed. It's like a 25% buff or something. And 25% is pretty good.
Well, it can also cost like 9 times to get it.
No, that's okay. See, this is not a chance. This is a boost. This is... It's not a 25% chance. It's just a flat 25% buff.
Yeah, okay.
So we don't have to worry.
Cats.
Cat. I think, well, it's a lion, isn't it? Because I think it's, well, I think it's Gadon. So whatever Gadon is, I don't know what it is. Reminds me, I do have to show you all the cat meme my sister sent me, because you all deserve it.
You do.
Lion, yeah, true. Lions are just big cats. It's a fair.
It's a random Wikipedia enjoyer. I think that's literally their category. Big cat.
But yeah, so how can I describe this dungeon? Really long is probably how I can describe this dungeon. This is by far the longest dungeon in the game. So there's not a whole lot to say. Like, I've basically covered everything I think I need to cover for this game and for this run. So we just kind of have to, you know, trundle along, get to the final boss, and then win the game, you know.
Let's see. Character tier list.
What do we tier? What character?
I don't know, these 5.
We'll let the chat decide what a tier list could be, or what we could tier list.
Ooh. Oh yeah, the flopping. This does have the better running sounds.
Tier Persona 1 running sounds tier list. This is clearly S, right?
Yeah, grass is like an F.
Yeah, grass is F. This is S. And then everything else can probably go in like B or something.
Social league.
That would be a very big tier list, because you have to factor in 3 games. Well, actually 3.5, because Portable also has unique social links as well. So. And then do you count the metaphor ones as well, even though they're not the same?
Well, there's a lot of overlap.
I wouldn't know, I haven't played it yet.
SMH, when are you playing it?
I said when I get paid.
When I played earlier.
Because, look, I had to spend a lot of money this month that I wasn't supposed to, so...
SMH.
If we throw in the Tokyo Mirage Sessions one, then that's 4.5 games. That's a lot. I'm just gonna also preface, Maki got sick, so she's basically poisoned. The screen's gonna flash a little bit. If you're a little sensitive to that, I would just, you know, take care. Once she dies, it'll go away. I promise. I don't think I can cure it. What can I say? She's, you know, got a cold. I can't cure the cold. I'm not that good.
One HP.
Yeah, any hit will kill her. The problem is she's kind of hard to kill because of Loki is a bit resistant to everything.
I mean, surely she hasn't put everything into agility.
Oh
like
no,
a
she
certain
hasn't.
person.
I have. She hasn't.
Oh. F.
Actually, what I could probably do is I could probably just wolf on her so she has beast, and then that should overwrite it. I think that works. Nope, it missed. And then she just dies from the poison damage. See, I'm doing my audience a favor, you know, making sure they have a pleasant viewing experience.
So now you can view again.
Yeah. She tried to cure her own sickness and just dies. Yeah. If nobody got me, I know Giant Rock Man got me.
I always trust Giant Rockman.
So,
What's this random enemy with the...
oh, with the slinky.
Yeah.
It's peak design, you know. Unfortunately, the demon behind him is immune, or like reflects magic, I think, so I have to machine gun it to death. Which is annoying because it's kind of tanky.
Eat this.
I mean, it is, right? They are in fact eating this.
Ooh.
Anyway, back to what we were doing. What were we doing? I don't remember.
I don't remember you.
Look, I'm just trying to navigate through a dungeon. There's not really much else to say, right?
What are these enemies?
They're Oberon, if I remember right.
Really?
Yes.
I would have not recognized it.
It is a completely different design from all the other Oberons. I'm pretty sure this is the only game that uses that design. I could be wrong. As I said earlier, this game does have a lot of unique designs to it that are basically only used in this game, or like very few games. I've at this point I've genuinely just run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
So
how's your day going?
Well, I've already talked at length about how my day
Yeah,
was. I was
that.
working, and work kind of sucked.
Woo!
So, you know, I hope the chat has had a lovely day, though. You know, if someone's had a good day, I hope it's chat.
Do you have any plans for next few months?
Not really.
SMH.
Oh no, I'm supposed to talk to this demon. It's okay, that's what machine guns are for.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. This game is great. There are definitely better Persona games than this one. I think everyone can agree. But I have a soft spot for this game, so I always have.
Was this the second one you played?
No. I played 4 first, and then after I beat 4, I played 3.
Yeah.
I played Fez, so I played the best version. All the portable enjoyers coming from my throat after I said that one.
Yeah, as a portable enjoyer, I really internally just distanced myself from you. it. I hope the basketball playlists will make it to Persona 6.
We should petition them to do that.
Yeah.
Just go up to Atlas headquarters and demand we get ball in toilets for Persona 6. What more do we need, right? That would basically make it game of the decade, probably, right? If it had
Yeah,
ball
can you
in
imagine?
toilets. That'd go crazy.
Can you imagine the ball and toilets in 3D?
In 3D, yes, let's go! My dream come true.
And they always get like the grandest opening animation too.
Oh, yeah, you know they would, right? So this is the last save point in the game. That's how you know we're almost done, when I've reached the last save point of the game. So we're gonna be close enough to the final boss. I know. I'm probably just gonna eat and then lie down after this. Like, I've said this after, I'm pretty sure I said this after the ESA and the BSG run, but I was complaining both times about how dry my throat is afterwards, because I've been talking non-stop for 4 hours. I'm trying to be, like, you know, entertaining at the same time.
Also, eaten than metaphor. Whoa, this enemy looks cool.
Well, it's a shame he's dead now. Man, this demon looks kind of cool, and he's dead now. Yeah, I think the only real thing of note to talk about is Pandora, but we talk about Pandora when we get to Pandora, so...
Yeah.
Like, there's no point really talking about the final boss before I get to the final boss, right?
Was that a Machamp?
Yes, it's a Machamp. Or is it a Machoke?
No, Machoke has one hand, 2 arms.
Doesn't Machoke have 2 evolutions? Or 2 different evolutions?
It's Machop, Machoke, and then Machamp.
Right. I don't know much Pokemon. I last played, I think it was X. And that was when X came out. So, like, you know, I haven't played a Pokemon game in like... It's like a decade at this point now, right?
Yeah, I literally have a Machamp emote.
See? Ugh. He knows more than I do.
See.
Oh, I will say, flashing screen warning for the people that don't like flashing screens. There's some damage tiles on this floor, so... You know, just in case anyone's a little unsure about that. Once we start talking about the final boss, then you'll know it's safe to look.
I'm making a emote combination, especially for you.
Yo!
There we go.
Machoke, the forbidden one. If I assemble all 5 pieces, do I win the duel?
That's how you get Elite 4.
That's how you get to Elite 4. Yes. Aren't those emotes for watching when they like were streaming Yu-Gi-Oh on Twitch? Like the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have those emotes, unfortunately.
Sad. I was very happy that and they were permanent. That's like you only had to subscribe once.
Uh-huh. And now you just have all 5 pieces of the of the
Yeah.
Machoke.
I only used one. I only used 4. I mean,
Which is the, let me guess, the limbs.
yeah, I never used the face. And then I think the Pokemon emotes were from a collaboration with Pokken Tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have a couple of them.
Oh, it's an elephant.
Yeah. I don't have the Twitch chat. Like, I have Chatty, but I don't have, like, a emo viewer, so I couldn't tell you what
Oh, yeah. We just have to memorize them all.
Yeah. The only one I need is Larpus.
Makes sense.
What more do I need, right?
What are the best Megaten / Persona emotes?
All the Jack Frost ones. And Mothman. I don't know if Mothman is enabled on this channel, but Mothman is also a really good one.
Is a Mara emote allowed?
Yeah, probably.
Probably on FFC or something. Didn't stay. Yo, Mothman emotes. That's based.
We love Mothman. Cool, we're full moon, which is perfect. I'm gonna heal everyone, though. This is the only time that I need, people, like, my party members alive. I'm using them as shields. That is all they are for. So this is the final boss. This is Pandora. Everyone say hello. Wave and say hello to the final boss. This is another form of Maki. This is like the like sick twisted like desires version or whatever. So obviously we have to do the Persona thing of kill the big bad god thing. So since we leveled up Maki high enough to be able to use Wolvan, and it's a full moon, I think we get like a 25% buff. Buff to what? I think just in general. So just, you know, buff. So Maki's buffed us up, and then the rest of the guys are just there so that they can tank hits.
Meat shields, let's go.
We love a good meat shield. Now we're on stage 2.
Cool.
So this is the final boss. This boss is... Okay, I need everyone to rage that the boss will be nice. So this boss has got 2 forms. She's got, determined by the color of her hair. So she's currently pink-haired just now, which means she absorbs or, like, is null to, magic damage. And when she's blue-haired, she's weak to magic damage. And we have a bunch of Agidine stones. We want to kill her with that because that's faster. So while she's pink-haired, we just sit on all the magical guards we bought earlier. And then when she's blue-haired, we just bomb her with Agidime stones. And we just kind of have to hope she stays blue hair for a while, because she'll do stuff like that where she'll just change really quickly. Now, for marathon safety, we're just gonna do it basically the way I've always done it, which is the main character uses the magic guards. Because the main character's at 99 agility, he is the fastest thing in the game. He will always go first. There is she is weak to guns or physical attacks in this form, so theoretically we could machine gun her during this form, but it would require Maki to use the magic guards, and she could get outsped. She's fast, but sometimes she's not fast enough, and that can get us killed. So we don't want to risk that, right? We'd rather her just stay blue hair and then, nuke her from orbit with Agidime stones. Now, it's possible she can kill herself with chip damage. But I think I think I ran this at really, really longathon a while ago, and she died from chip damage, which was quite funny. What if Maki gets a gun? The problem is, Maki is only able to use handguns, and handguns don't attack as much. Like, I think you can only attack or hit once or twice with handguns, and they don't do as much damage, whereas the machine gun is hitting 7 times, right? It just does more. It's something, and plus she doesn't have a super high dexterity stat compared to us, so guns are just not as strong.
Is Philemon related to this?
No. Not directly, I don't think. I'm gonna say I don't think so. That is the verdict. Yeah. So hopefully, she dies before we run out of magic guards. We usually average between 30 and 40, and that's usually enough, but it depends on how, nicely Pandora wants to play.
Yeah.
I believe in the PS1 version, this is actually just the main way of defeating her, because you do a lot more reflect damage in the PS1 version. It got nerfed really heavily. Because I think it used to be 100% damage reflected, but in the PSP version it's only 25, so... So you don't, But I believe in the PS1 version, in the speedrun, you just kill her with reflection. It is kind of funny, though, to just reflect the boss to death. I think you do that in Soul Hackers, I think. The final boss, you just use, Tetrakarn or something, and it kills itself. You have to put in absolutely zero effort. Which I think is really funny.
Anytime now.
Anytime. I've gone through, 24 magic guards? See, the reason why we do this, right, is because she has an attack, you've seen it a few times, called Butterfly Storm. If that hits, it has a chance of inflicting a random ailment, and that can be, I think, including, paralysis. And if we get paralyzed, then the game's just over. Oh look, she finally changed. It only took, 15 turns? And she's gonna immediately change, see?
You still have 5 to
I have 5, yeah, but 5 is not enough. We're gonna have to just sort of wing it, and just hope we can kill her,
Is there no way to learn Reflect?
It's We could learn Makarakarn, but I don't think it's worth it. We'd be giving up. We'd be giving up the damage we could do with Pixie, like having
Yeah.
like with the stones. I just don't. It just wouldn't be worth it. And again, like, oh, we could do it with Maki, but she can be outsped, so it's not reliable. Time comes up when she dies, by the way. Just so I'm guilty now. Cool, amazing. I hope that doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Like, because we're guilty, we basically can't do things now. We've been cursed with Christian guilt, basically. So now I'm just gonna use the physical guards. That's all I've got left, really. And just hope she kills herself, you know? I'd love to say this has never happened before, but unfortunately it has. And look at all that damage I took! That's kind of why we don't want to, you know, get hit by Butterfly Storm. It does a lot of damage. And I'm still guilty. I can't do anything.
Oh no.
Like... Oh look, now she's turned blue hair. Now that I'm charmed, that's not gonna do anything. You know what? Let's say it. This has never happened before. It's not been this bad.
Oh, that was pretty good, actually.
I've had bad Pandoras before, but not this bad. This is actually quite bad. But now she's dead. Time.
No.
I didn't expect her to die, if I'm being honest.
New world record strat? Huh?
But she's dead. And we made it underestimate. We did it!
Go.
Let's go! I did Scion proud. I ended underestimate and not too early.
See, Scion, you can trust us.
You can trust us. Yeah, what's the worst we could do, right? Right, now for, now because I promised the audience,
Oh, yeah.
let me, before, we're gonna do a funny beforehand, right? But first, I have to show you, what my sister sent me, okay? So you can thank my sister for this. Go into studio mode so I don't accidentally dox myself.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. I hope you'll still think about me.
Yes, this is what she sent me. This is what my sister sent me.
I love
We
you.
need to check real quick on the other screen. Oh.
A cat craving the Baja Blast.
Goodbye.
What more could you ask for, right?